Let's see.
Hey, are we live? Is this live stream?
Well, we cut it on whenever we want to. I'll just so usually a fist within a fist away.
See, when we were doing it, it was the fingers.
Yeah. These ones now I could up it, so I could up the mic
don't.
range.
I'm loud, so.
Yeah. So go ahead and say.
Hey, Steve, you won't believe this. Check this out. I found this at the antique shop over on Maryland Ave. Check this out. This is real.
Is this motherfucker loaded?
No, sorry. I should always lead with that. Hey, it's unloaded.
Oh shit!
That's a real black powder flintlock pistol.
Is this what you took care of that guy on that boat that one time?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
No, I got that just to use to teach the kids about historical. And I lean more towards the sailor stuff than the pirate stuff.
So how old is this thing?
Oh, sorry. So flip it over. You're going to see on the other side, right here.
Yeah.
Right there, you see the crown proof marks and the Tower London.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at, $25. She had this listed as a toy.
What?
So I'm looking at it, and I flipped it over. And
this ain't no toy. This is a real thing.
Yeah, but it's got a Japan marked on it and a serial number on the other side on the barrel.
Oh,
so that's when I was like, oh, okay. So what she means is it's a reproduction.
Right.
So this was from like the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
It's a reproduction of a War of 1812 Dragoons flintlock pistol.
Nice.
And it's a real functioning.
This thing, you would load
that's a ramrod. It's a real functioning flintlock pistol, black powder.
That would suck to get hit by this MF.
Well, guess the caliber.
410.
Yeah, well, you're right. Gauge, what is it? Gauge and stuff. That's for shotguns. This is a pistol. This is lead ball.
Oh yeah,
and
okay.
It's a 65, 68 caliber.
No shit.
Yeah, and apparently in Maryland, you can hunt with these. You can hunt deer with them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Speaking of hunting,
and maybe we shouldn't say this out loud. You get these in the mail.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because they're not considered a firearm.
Oh, okay. Because it's an antique, maybe.
Well, a black powder, single shot, so they don't consider it a. Isn't that wild?
Damn, man.
And look down the sights though. See if you can hunt deer with that. Look, see if you can. That's the joke. There's no sights.
I'll be holding it like
like
this.
Yeah,
Watch your whole forearm blast back.
But there's no sights on it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's like oopsie poopsie. And then when you finish firing, because it took so long to reload and everything, you grab it here. And now that's why this is here.
Oh shit!
And then you'd have that.
Which one's worse, getting melee or getting a whole board through you?
Crack coconuts with this thing, right? But so in America we call this a bludgeon.
Okay.
Like a bludgeoned weapon, a bludgeon. You know what they call this in England?
Sunday morning.
Is a cudgel.
Oh shit!
It's a cudgel.
Okay. Like a blackjack, but higher tech.
Yeah. Well, and that's how. Well, when I first picked it up, I was like, "That's how you know it's not." It's not been fought with.
Right.
Because this would be all from the battles and chewed up. And,
no hair hanging in the bottom.
God.
Yeah, good luck in that out.
I mean, that's the thing. When if you got shot with this, there's no amount of penicillin or,
no.
Back then. That was it.
They just give you a shot of Jack to swallow it down. And, What are those coins? Would you find those at the bottom of the Chesapeake Bay?
Yeah. No, so these are American coins. This is a part of my Magic Set series. So, if you wanted to shift to that, or have we started? I don't know what's going on.
We can be started.
Yeah, let me know. Is there like intro music? Or? No.
Yeah, right there. Here we go.
I'm not kidding. Hey, we got to help you. We're going to get you going with
Oh, wait. Here, we got
we
got the GW Pear up in here. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, yeah. So for everybody listening, this is my buddy Glenn. Longtime sailor, longtime friend of Bacon Sales and Marine Supplies, and one of the finest attractions at the local Renfest coming up in how many weeks?
No, we open in 4 days.
Oh, wow.
This Saturday.
Are you going to be there?
August 23rd. Am I going to be there? I'm contracted to be there for 9 weekends.
No shit.
So let me say
man. Thanks for knighting me last time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
he knighted me. I'm now Sir Reeves of the Beer Drinking Club.
That's right. Or usually your county. Are you in Anne Arundel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you'd be Sir, and you go by your first name.
Okay.
When you're a knight. So
Sir Stevie, the turkey leg hunter.
I play Sir Francis Bryan, so you always go by the first name, Sir Francis, or
Got it.
So you'd be Sir Steve of Anne Arundel.
Oh wow. Okay.
Your county or region.
Do they still have the same king?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still Henry VIII.
No shit.
James the First is in Scotland at the same time period.
Gotcha.
Carlos V is the Holy Roman Emperor of Spain.
Wow.
See, so I mean, there's a lot of.
Holy crap.
Francois the First is France.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me on, Steve. And
Thanks,
it's been a
man.
pleasure. I know this week been talking about it for a couple weeks, or trying to get the ball.
You're
rolling.
always going.
I'm happy. Well,
You got any acting gigs going on right now?
well, besides the fair, I mean,
For
the fair
those
is
that
the big
know,
one.
me and Glenn were in the same movie some time ago. What was it, about 10 years ago now?
2016, 2017.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called. Do you want to tell them? I remember. Do you know the name?
The Sultan and the Saint,
The
right?
Sultan and the Saint.
Yeah.
It was.
I got blessed by the Saint Francis
Oh, you
Assisi.
did? Oh, he blessed you?
Yeah.
In the film? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tell him the story about how the bad guy they brought in with platform shoes.
Yeah.
Muscle-bound, shaved head guy.
Shaved head guy, they gave him the fake scar.
Right.
And when I roll up as just, furniture, just as a
Right.
background guy,
Right. Viking number 4.
Yes, exactly. It was actually, I was Axe Crusader. What was my thing? And they didn't give me Axe. They gave me like some long ass, like Silent Hill freaking medieval looking sheathing thing that was 10 feet tall and had a ghetto ass thing on the end of
Do you
it.
want to know what it was? I
What?
know what it's called. So
What?
it might have been a glaive
Okay.
or a halberd.
Probably a glaive.
It might have been. The
Yeah.
glaives have the hooks and they're
Yeah.
split.
It had a point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the director, or maybe it was the AD, they're running a scene where we're all sitting around, we're all getting ready for the big battle. There's a guy grinding his thing on his sword, getting it going. We're all shooting each other. Your shoot looks good. And then all of a sudden, the main guy, the big battle Brutus,
Yeah, the villain.
blah blah blah. They have him coming, and then you just hear cut. Hey, tall guy, you got to get out of the scene. You're making our number one guy look small. And I was like, oh shit. And the look on this guy's face was like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here for the money, man, and my $75 or whatever. I think I spent more money on fuel getting there, but
Right.
It is what it is. But yeah, when he wrapped up for that, because we shot for 2 days at Acetique. After the second day, I guess he was done, and everybody gave him the applause, hey man, cool, congrats. He was like, yeah, I just want to let you know my territories are like from here to here, so that's kind of like for like the tall guy stuff. That's like I'm like, bro, I'm looking at him. I'm like, I have no desire to take your, B-list horror movie acting gigs away from you. He's like, oh yeah. And then he hung around the thing a little. He hung around. He didn't leave. And so he wanted to stay for whatever reason, or his ride. And so they put him to work. Before you know it, he was like picking up trash. And here I am, like getting blessed by the guy. And after they cut, I'm like, yeah, you pick up that trash over here. I just got blessed by the guy. And not tell him that,
What a weird flex. That's so bizarre that he would
I don't
do
know
that
how
to you.
serious he was. I think he was just kind of messing around.
No,
but yeah.
There's the male divas. And he was.
Yeah.
He probably was serious, bro.
Yeah, do you remember when the horses got stuck in the... Oh, you weren't there. You were in Baltimore.
So we were at the warehouse in Baltimore, and then
Okay.
there's a big asphalt parking lot that they brought in dump trucks and dumped tons of sand. And then
No
they
shit.
had a scrape with rakes to cover. So the parking lot was a couple, maybe 2 inches worth of sand.
Wow.
And then they shipped in a petting zoo. So there were goats and donkeys and chickens running around.
Damn.
Bales of hay everywhere to recreate the city scene and stuff. And they had
No
the big
shit.
styrofoam front gates of the castle. I don't know
Wow.
if were you there?
Yeah,
for
you were the
this?
first one that went through the doors.
Right. Were you
Like,
there?
oh my God,
Yeah,
look at all these dead
well,
people.
Well, it was were you there for the storming of the castle battle?
Mm-mm.
No.
They invited me, but I was like, I think I had something going on with my girlfriend at the time. And she didn't know I was down there. I sent her a text. And it's me all suited up. They got me all the stuff, the hair, the shit all over my face. Like I just got out of battle. And she's like, are you at Renfest? I was like, no, I'm like in a
beach.
movie.
Yeah.
And that's like that was 2015-ish. We've been dating for a couple years. And I think that was like her first like telltale sign, like, yeah, this dude's random as shit. I can literally go do something one day and be in a different part of the country doing something so random. And she's like not surprised by what the shit I do. Just like probably you
Right.
Like,
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Well, it's I call it living. People are like, how do you get yourself in all these weird situations, or how do you get yourself caught with this and that, or I'm like, look, I'm just living out loud. I don't know how to describe it. It's
right.
when
Very
people,
adventurous.
well, it's like the Yes Man. Did you ever see that with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
It's like that. It's like, hey, do you want to, hey, we're looking for people to do that, blah, blah, blah. How much is the pay? Well, it's $150 a day. Okay, where? Let's do it.
Right.
Oh, are you serious? Yeah. Here's my measurements. I'm this tall. Let's get something going. You know what I mean?
Is that kind of how you guys started with Renfest?
What is the lore? I'm trying to think of the lore, because my Renfest friends are going to be watching this, so I gotta remember. Oh my word, this is 2014. So I think it was from me street juggling.
Okay.
And I was street juggling downtown as my pirate character, and I was talking about wanting to find, or I was like, where else could I go to juggle? I was mentioning trying to save up and go to an audition for in Miami for the cruise ships.
Right.
And
you'd be great on that, man.
Because the cruise ships are Vegas, and the circus is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
They've all defunct. And
right.
It's a lot of mix of things. The elephants didn't help it, but and so they're all Ringling, Barnum and Bailey's bankrupt. They're gone forever, never again. So, and I think the Shriners did a circus that's also collapsed. So the only places you can see, circus acts and stuff like that is like Broadway when they do national tours, Cirque du Soleil in big cities, Vegas, of course, and then cruise ships. So
did they ever get back to you on the cruise ship?
Oh, so no, I was just talking about wanting to go work on a cruise ship and be a juggler, because you get to live on the ship, down in the cargo hold with the ketchup packets and napkins, and you don't have a porthole. I mean, you're in the bows. You can hear the hum of the engines.
Yeah, you ever hear the stories of down there?
Uh-oh.
So I've been on a few cruises.
You would know about this more than I would.
I've been on a few cruises, and I was chatting with a guy customer here. He was, I think he was Russian, but he was on one of those cruises as a maintenance dude. And he said, you think that there's all the people on vacation, there's like a lot of sex going on for the people on vacation? He's like, you have no clue. It's all going down in the cruise quarters. He said it is like they run out of condoms. Like that's like one of their biggest things that they buy, that they all have to buy into, because it's just like, I don't know.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Norovirus. That's how it gets spread.
That's it. Well, that's how remember when Corona started and all the Corona happened on that one cruise, and they had to delay it by a few days.
Oh, it was the crew.
It was probably, and then they have the bar downstairs that only the people in the bar, it's like dollar beers. He said that's where they get you.
Oh, it's for the crew?
Yeah,
or there's
it's a bar underneath just for the crew.
Oh, I didn't know.
And
that.
all the actors. So it's like if you're in the band, if you're like a paid comedian, because they have really good comic shows, and they'll show up, and it's just like, if you're off the next day and you just got off a 16-hour shift, it's like you get hammered and then you go pass out. And sometimes when you pass out, you'll wake up with somebody else in your bed, and you're like, oh, well. And then like you just see each other at the buffet as you're like sweeping stuff away. Yeah, right. And then you go in a port. Yeah, so a lot of lore in the cruise ship world.
I just heard you got free room and board. You get a free, after the casino closes and the buffets are shutting down for the guests, you're allowed to get a plate and go get something, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but if I did look into it, I would have to perform. I think it's like 5 times a day. They're 45 or half-hour, 45-minute shows, and it'd be in the kids' stage area or something.
Yeah.
So, because I'd have to work my way up. I don't know if you know this. There's a hierarchy in the juggling world.
No shit.
Because I'm a member of the IJA. That's the International Jugglers Association.
Where are you in this hierarchy?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a street juggler.
Okay.
See, I'm not a stage juggler. So
Gotcha.
I'm friends with some of the stage jugglers at the Renaissance festivals, and I've been in contact with Niels Dunker, who's a very famous, world-renowned Guinness World Record, very famous juggler.
Right.
He's a club designer. He designs the clubs, the balls.
Wow.
He has a whole new line of champagne bottles that they used to be really popular in the 20s.
Just for juggling.
For juggling.
Wow.
Well, and then you have it's kind of like magic, right? You have the gentleman in the bow ties, the gentleman magician with the top hats and the coattails, and the performing for the kings and queens of Europe and around the world.
Okay.
They would travel, and then Houdini, he came out and kind of like was a whole new, what is this? He's tying himself up and drowning himself in milk jugs and doing escapes. So that's, he could also perform coins and magic or cards and stuff, but that's a separation from the gentlemanly.
Do you do any card stuff?
Oh, no, I'm sure he did. Yeah,
Do you?
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
So to try to be a well-rounded magician, I'm trying to go back to the basics. Okay. So linking rings, cards, classic cards, stuff with coins.
Quarter behind the kid's ear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did it with my daughter the other day. She thought I was like actual genie.
You and Gandalf.
Yeah, right.
You're Gandalf height.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. She's like, what is this play that you're trying to pull on me, dude?
Right. Little stuff. Well, that's like they sell those at the stores. The little trick books,
right.
Stuff like that. That's like introductory to magic for people. Once you move up,
what is this? Is this part of that crab game that you do that the street hustlers do?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, my friend at the Maryland Ren Fair is Dinty the Moore. He does an entire swindle show.
Nothing to do with the Dinty Moore, pot roast that you get in the can.
Is that there's also like Ore-Ida or Goya, different, canned food, like Chef
Dinty
Boyardee.
Moore, it's like a little 90 seconds in the microwave.
Oh my God, is that Mama Celeste? Pizzas.
Yeah,
I gotta rep the merch. This is my Eastport Yacht Club.
Okay,
I gotta take this off. I'm burning up.
Yeah, go ahead,
here.
take it off, man.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it is August.
And I was like, we're doing a sailing podcast. I gotta wear my sailor shirt with the stripes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you look like you're gonna go like on the top deck.
I'd love to do I do a Tall Ship Tuesdays on my Facebook. I post a new tall ship every Tuesday and do a little thing on it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm flashing merch. Check this out.
Bling.
Have you ever heard of Rip Curl?
Yeah.
They do. Did you know they have a line of watches?
No, I don't.
So I wanted something
that's
that
a nice
wasn't.
watch, man.
Yeah, but check it out. It has high tide and low tide.
Oh.
It has in there with the moon phases.
Yeah, I see that.
It has the second hand. It's a chronograph, but it has the tides. So I wanted something that was an analog watch that wasn't the digital or the smartwatch with the rubber. I wanted a stainless steel bracelet, and so they have that. Rip Curl sells a high tide, low tide watch.
Oh, that's
for
nice.
sailors.
Wow,
isn't that cool?
That's so cool. That's sweet.
Yeah, I found that. I found that over at I found this at Fawcett's.
Yeah.
It was in the case. It was at Fawcett's. It was like 25% off. It was like February because it was from Christmas. Yeah. And I guess they didn't sell enough of them or something.
Can't beat that, huh?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I was tickled. Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's sweet. So what is that one game that they do? The street hustlers do, and it's the Three Cups. It's the Three Cups.
That's the shell game.
3-card Monty.
That's also based
the shell
off
game. Yeah.
So shell game, 3-card Monty, cups and balls. They're kind of, especially shell game and Monty. It's the same premise, just using different things. Like I brought my juggling props with me. I can show you a cascade pattern.
Okay.
Different patterns in the air have a name. Well, you can do that same pattern with balls, clubs, knives, basketballs.
Wow.
You can do this. It's the same pattern, but it looks different based on rings. You're juggling rings. It'll look different because of the props you're using. Oh. So back to the magic. Dinty the Moore has an entire street or an entire show at the Maryland Ren Fair, and if you can get a chance to see it, you got to see it.
Okay.
His whole show is just showing cons. It's an amazing show, but he'll do the 3-coin or the shell game.
Okay.
With that follow the P under the walnut shells, or the fast and loose where you're playing with the chain. Did I bring with me? I think I have a chain, but yeah, there's a fast and loose you can do, and they're all cons. So they're all ways to steal money from people.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do that. He shows people, hey, watch out. If you travel abroad, what's crazy? These tricks and these con games are still going on right now.
Oh
today.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, you go to Bronx, you go to Harlem, you're going to see 3-card Monty all day.
Oh, right. Oh, really? In the U.S., I know it's prevalent in Paris and in big tourist traps, even here in America. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they'll even set you up so it's like one guy will get it before, but he's in on it. And so it's like, oh, okay, well, there's
a little old lady that wins the pot. That's the grandma. That's, she's...
Dave Chappelle talks about this in one of his things a few years back of when he learned about 3-card Monty and about the whole scam of it. And the guy was like, yeah, never interrupt my business because I'm going to come get, I'm going to come after you.
Dave? He threatened him?
And he talks about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little history lesson,
Yeah, but it's all just sleight of hand and stuff.
And so what is that?
Sorry.
Tool?
So this is for me. This is mahogany.
Okay.
So this is a solid mahogany wand. And so when I do stage shows, I've been, I don't know if I guess I can say this. I fusion. I do a little bit of magic, and then I'll do a juggling trick. And then I'll do a card trick, or I'll tell a joke, or and I'll throw in a piece of history. Like, did we talk about this? I don't know. Were we recording when we talked about this?
Yeah.
We were, or like, then I'll bring this out. Hey, kids, have you ever...
You ever held a gun?
No, this is unloaded. But I always, and so like pirate history, sailors history, there is such a rich sailing history of sailors and pirates and privateers here in Annapolis.
Yeah.
And sister city is Williamsburg. I'll go down to Williamsburg and I'll street juggle in colonial Williamsburg. The French gentleman, I forget his name. It's not DeSalle or Lafayette, but there's a French gentleman. He's the one that designed the city layout or the city planning of Williamsburg. And then, 40 years later, he went up the bay and then helped plan and develop Annapolis.
Wow.
So Annapolis and colonial Williamsburg, the downtown Annapolis, they're sister cities that way. They were designed by the same Frenchmen, the same design.
Very cool.
Isn't that cool?
What's up with the coins?
Oh, so the coins... So that's a 50-cent piece, some quarters. So coins, there's a whole, you could spend your whole magic career being a magician.
Yeah.
Jason Ledane, please, Jason, if you watch this, don't forgive me. I don't know if it's Ledane or Ledane, but he has spent his whole life on nothing but cards. So he is doing amazing card manipulation and card tricks.
Is he on like Instagram?
And he's like, he has a stopwatch.
Maybe TikTok. And he has all the deck of cards behind him. That dude.
Yes.
He makes me truly balance the idea of supernatural. I'm like, for real. He's look, yes. I know there's talent and all that involved, but
artiste.
And he'll do it. He'll do it as he's looking at you in the camera as he's doing it. And he's done all these things like the stopwatch. Like one of those was like, oh, well, you're editing your video. He's like, no, I'll put a live thing in here. I'll put it this X,
it's
Y,
all
and
real.
Z. Yeah.
It's all real. And the thing is, people that say that, if you go to his live shows, I think he's, I don't know his schedule. I'm sure he's coming to D.C. soon or Atlantic City or somewhere we can see him. Baltimore. I think he has a show coming up in November in Baltimore or something. And he's doing the same tricks he's doing on the TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah,
he's doing them live in front of a paid live, 50, 80 people in the and that's the other thing. So he'll do big, theaters.
Yeah.
And then he'll also do the smaller black box stuff where you're right there, it's intimate. There's only 100 people there and you can it's one thing to be
when he does that full complete shuffling, miscellaneous shuffling, and then he'll just run it as he's talking to you. Shuffle it again, not even looking at it, run it again, and then all of a sudden he'll just flip it over, all the same suits in order. And I'm like, all right, man, something's going on there. It makes me go, all right, where's the little signature you did and with the the dark theaters of the world, where did you sign your name to have this skill set?
Soldier sold to the devil.
Yeah, like what's going on here, man? So it's but he's good. He's good.
That's why, like David Blaine, when he came out and did his special, do you remember the David Blaine special? I mean, he's in a T-shirt and walking around doing street magic. So that's another branch off from the classically, the with the bow ties, the stage, the Lance Burtons and the Sawing the Woman in Half. He's doing stuff where he's like, just see that, or I can't do his voice. And he's pulling the needles out on the string, and
you have a goldfish in your back pocket.
It's still like that, right? Right. So what's fun is the reason why a lot of because I'll perform a trick. I usually don't after around sunset. I pack up. I primarily do like kids magic, which is like the coloring book. You do the kids coloring book. You show a blanket, or like the coin behind the ear, the color changing handkerchiefs, or like little basic stuff for the kids that they like that. Once sun goes down and the families leave, then that's when the couples come out street juggling or doing street magic. But with that, you get a whole nother thing of people are drunk or So I was performing. Can I tell a story? Is that okay? I was performing in front of Tsunami on West Street, and I just did a
1 mile down the road from here.
Right here. I did a really quick, and that's the other thing with street magic. I don't have time like Jason does to be like, okay, here's the card, 10 of diamonds. All right, remember that. So he has that flipped over, and then he shuffles and does all this stuff, and then he's like, okay, that's the card we picked first, 10 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. I don't have time to do a setup.
Sure.
I don't have time to do a nice, elegant minute and a half, 2-minute trick because people are literally walking past.
Right.
And it's different. I've noticed this being a street juggler or a performer. It's different when people paid money to go see a concert, or they paid money. They want to be there. They're paying money to come to the Ren Fair
Sure.
or wherever. They want to be there. They're excited. They want to see stuff.
Sure.
That's why they're there.
Right.
Or a book signing or something.
Right.
But if you're just walking through the Barnes & Noble and,
Yeah.
there's a book signing, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like you came to see
Right.
Johnny Fox. All right.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
All
Good
right.
guy.
I'll mention this. I just had dinner with Johnny Fox's son last night at,
wow.
at a restaurant. They're here in town roasting up the nuts.
Yeah. You know who's
Yeah.
I think might be working at the stand a little bit this year is my mother's husband, Charlie. They became really good friends with
that.
them.
Susie mentioned that to me.
Yeah, they became really good friends with them. Sort of over the years, and then when Johnny was going through his health issues, you know, I think it was, and even the year that they did not do Renfest due to COVID, they were going to do it in their backyard, and so they set up like this little thing. They had like a Johnny Fox memorial set up, you know, of all this little stuff and all that cool stuff. But he was one of the best to ever do it. He truly was. You know, that sword stuff he did. I mean, these swords are almost as big as me, and he's
and so your listeners and everybody knows that is they're real swords.
Yes.
That is not because you can go on.
Yeah,
Amazon,
he would take it and he would go and cut something like right in half.
You can go on Amazon and get the sword swallower trick thing. It's $10, and it's like a collapsible, like a baton, or it collapses like a radio antenna or something, right? And I'm doing it. No, Johnny used real. I mean, he had a long, straight crowbar or like a 3-foot long screwdriver pry bar that he had flattened, with the clear Craftsman handle. The clear handle, because people are like, oh, the blade's going into the handle. How's it going in the handle?
Yeah, right, yeah. And then he takes someone out of the crowd. And it's like,
sure.
And then you see them, they be walking back like, how do you do that? You know?
A friend, so Lynx Kim is Johnny's apprentice, and he's going to be at the fair this year.
Oh, wow.
Sword swallowing. And Lynx does an amazing, I mean, he's using whips and, I mean, all types of, he's another amazing sword swallower. He swallows a slotted giant KFC coleslaw spoon.
No kidding.
He'll swallow the handle because people, and he'll have a big stump, and he'll take his swords and throw it down and doing, like stick it in the wood.
Yeah, let them know this is the real deal, kids.
Right, and then it's in the handle, so he'll swallow the handle of the giant slotted ladle or the spoon.
Wow.
Where's that going?
And then a KFC piece of chicken comes out with.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, right. Hey, you know, if he does that trick, you heard it here, folks. You know.
Yeah, right. But one of the sword swallowers in the community, is it Cyrus? I'm not sure who it was. I don't want to name names. I'm not sure who it was. But one of the things for a sword swallowing show, and that's. Johnny Fox would do sword swallowing and mix some sleight of hand. He would do, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's okay that I'm not, because I've been beating myself up that I'm not just a ball juggler.
Sure.
I've been street juggling since I was in 8th grade. So 2006, I started in Chicago street juggling. So. And
your family was into this?
My mother has since passed away, but she was a professional clown.
Okay.
With Bob Black and Associates out of Chicago, which was a clowning agency.
Okay.
So people would call in, hey, I'd like a clown for my kid's birthday party. Hey, there's a new mall opening up in Schaumburg. Can you come and do the grand opening and be in the big major lobby doing balloon animals and entertaining the kids? Bozo, the clown, was still on TV. Yeah. It was a lot of popular clown stuff. Now, I don't, that's why I do the pirate thing. Number one, I'm outside, so the makeup would be, it just melt off me. But also, the clown stuff, people, when was the last time you saw a clown at a kid's birthday or a mime in the public?
Right.
Because of the It revamp and like, I forget which, Black Mirror. There's a bunch of shows, Saw, all these things that like clowns are now.
Bad.
And wait, what wasn't that? It was before COVID. Wasn't there some weird thing where clowns were following kids at school in the woods? Or it was a meme, but it was real.
Yeah, I think I remember something like that.
So then teens started dressing up as clowns to scare and prank people. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
It was like the clown, the summer of the killer clowns.
Yeah. I remember that.
So and
then like kids would go beat up the clown and shit when they would mess with them, and then it was weird stuff.
I had a husband, so I brought my ribbons with me. I do ribbon dance.
Oh, I didn't know you were married.
So, no, not my wedding. No, I do ribbon dance. So people have seen my show when I'm in the streets juggling.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, can we?
Yeah, you sent me that the other day.
Well, this is for you. I'm going to gift this to you.
Let's see it. I'm going to read it out here for the.
I made the cover of the Annapolis Gazette.
Yeah.
Paul
for
Gillespie.
The thousands, possible millions of people listening here. Capital Gazette, Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Live, laugh, juggle. I'm going to get that above my kitchen. And
my grandmother helped me with that. It was on one of her pillows.
At first it was man sentenced for burning Trump's name in the street, and it has you right next to it.
No, the art.
Is that you, man?
My uncle did that. No,
Are you a J Sixer?
My uncle mentioned that. He goes that this picture you on the front is right next to the article of the Trump thing. I'm like, guys, I'm literally just a
man. They got 3 big photos of you on the front page.
How do you like that? I'm a big guy now.
What is your pirate name?
My street name, I go by GW Pear, so I'm Captain Pear.
Okay, Captain Pear.
I go by Captain
Pear.
Yes, like the fruit.
Yep.
Yeah, not like the pear.
And this is right downtown, Inner Harbor, Annapolis, right by the docks, right where all the action is.
By the statue of Alex Haley.
I see you got some cool swords, you got some basketballs, you got 2 swords in the air with the golden ball juggling. That was real. What happened? They just came up to you and
I brought those props with me today. If you want, I'll show you some of the tricks.
Yeah.
But so Paul,
you said I can hold on to this?
Yeah, that's yours.
Thank
you can have
man.
that, man.
Absolutely.
So Paul Gillespie, he showed up and he's just wearing khaki shorts and a t-shirt and no press hat, no credentials. He's like, "Hey, do you mind if I take a couple pictures? Are you street juggling?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, mister." And he goes, "I'm with the Gazette. Do you mind if?" I'm like, "Yeah. Oh no, please, sure. This will be, we're having fun."
Sure.
And then he goes, "Okay, took some pictures." And then he goes, "Okay, thanks a lot. See you later." Or here's my card or something. And then was it a week or 2 later? I didn't even know about this. My friends at the Ren Fair go, "Hey, have you seen the front page of the Gazette today?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "You're on the front cover, 3 big pages, and that's you juggling." I'm like, "What? Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so cool!" And then so they got me a copy. I went to the library. They didn't have a copy.
Yeah,
I went to Whole Foods. They don't have newspapers. I went to Giant. They don't have newspapers.
No kidding.
Went to Safeway. They don't have I'm like, where can I? Guess where I found? I bought like 4 copies from my family and stuff. Grawls.
Oh, okay.
Grawls still gets the Gazette in paper form. Everybody's got them digital.
Right. So, on your phone.
Look how thin that thing was.
Yeah.
That's the paper now.
That's it now?
It's 12 pages. That's it. Wow. I remember being a kid, and that thing was thick. You had the finance section,
This would be
section.
like one section.
That's what I mean. Look how thin that is.
Wow.
Because it's all online, So, and I mentioned that to my
So
other
look at that.
friend.
They cut out all the crap, and you're still on the front page.
Well, my other friend.
Look at that. That's pretty cool,
what's
man.
What's that called? Yeah, thank you. But what's that called where you're glass half empty? What was that?
Optimism.
No,
Pessimism.
or wait. Glass half full is the good one, right? Glass half empty. Pessimist.
Yeah, pessimist.
So my buddy's a pessimist. Because I'm showing off, I'm being celebrated. He's like, "Wow." So how do you say it? Wow, there must not be any news going on in Annapolis that they end up with you on the front cover. I'm like,
jelly.
Stop? Yeah, right. So I was like, really?
Just busting your balls.
Yeah, right. What do you say? I'm trying to keep you on grounded or touch grass.
Well, you have to have those people too. You have to have people that hype you up. And if yes, any of my friends, I'm the ultimate hype man. I'm always going to send you. I'm going to make you think that you are the star of the show. And at the same time, you have to have people that don't let you shoot yourself into the stars so much. You got to kind of, know what's going on. You don't want to go overboard. You have to find that fine line, and that's what it is.
Yeah. What's that? It's the it's not the Nick Cage effect. What's that called? But yeah, where you're still or the Keanu Reeves thing. He's still humble and still down to earth. And he's not. He's still Adam Sandler. He does that. He'll just walk out in a hoodie and some, shoes that he mowed the lawn with.
Sure.
Or, he's not wearing.
Right.
Are we allowed to talk about wealthy people? I was thinking about that because the king at the Ren Fair, he comes out with trumpets.
Uh-huh.
So I was sitting there, and it was a really hot rehearsal. We've been rehearsing since end of June. So
wow.
It's been real hot. Yeah, we're out at the site. We got a brand new sign at the front coming in. It's a giant sword stuck in the stone.
Wow.
And it's got the big thing with the turkey leg.
If you pull it out, you get free pass for the year.
The thing's 20 feet tall. I don't know if you, I mean, it's a giant.
I mean, I might be able to.
You would. Yeah, you would. Yeah, if you and Paul Bunyan, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, and speaking of the fair, I get so excited being on here that I'm jumping all over the place.
Yeah, you're cool, man.
They moved, for people that want to know, they moved Johnny Fox's memorial fountain. They have a memorial fountain for him.
Okay, yeah.
And when he passed, they renamed the Royal Stage. It's now the Royal Fox Theater. They named it after him. But what I thought was special this year, they moved his fountain that what used to be kind of behind or next to the blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
On the hill going towards the stage. They have now moved his fountain to right in front of the sign with all the theater listings of who's performing that day.
Oh.
So it's right there. You have to walk past it to get to the stage.
Got it.
So I was like,
cool.
that's pretty special.
Yeah,
so,
I think we're going if we can, I believe we have time and we can Labor Day.
That Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Guess who's there that day?
Who?
So that weekend is that 3-day weekend is a very special weekend.
Okay.
Only that weekend, and only once per day. I want to say it's at 11. It might be 10:30. The Baltimore Thematic Ballet comes down.
Oh,
and
wow.
they perform a ballet.
Oh, my wife would love that.
At the Globe?
She used to dance.
Yes. Please invite her at the Globe Theater.
Yeah, you know Larry Flint's Hustle Club? That's where I met her. I'm just messing with you.
Hustle. I don't know who that
I'm
is.
just messing with you. No, she did like dance company and ballet and stuff like that. And
nice.
She was really good. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she'll love it then. But so many people don't know about it, or that,
right.
It's in the program, but people miss it, or, but it's only once per day.
Sure.
And it's in the morning, and they'll, like, a couple years ago, they did a 45-minute version of Dracula in dance. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
With the capes and then the witches coming in, and then he's like...
Which stage is that, the main stage?
That's at the Globe.
Okay, got it.
So that's in the back in the Globe by the Bower. That's kind of in the back corner. And what's really special about the Globe is it's a reproduction of the Globe Theater from England, Stratford-upon-Avon, the actual Globe. Like, it's based off of that. It's a quarter section of the real Globe.
Okay.
So whenever when I first was cast there in 2017, I've been working at the fair for a couple years before that at a booth. I was at Bullseye. There's two Bullseyes. Bullseye Clothier. I was selling the men's silks and shirts, the Renaissance stuff.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
This look great on you, sir.
Right. Well, the booth owner at the time, or she's still the booth owner, but she's like, hey, you need to go and audition for the cast.
Sure.
Next year,
Yeah.
you've got to go
Yeah,
audition
hands
for
down.
the cat. You keep
Hands
talking
down.
about you're juggling lemons in here,
Yeah.
trying to sell people stuff. You need it. You got the wiggles. You need to go and go out there. I was like, okay, fine, I'll audition. You're like, no, you said that last year. You really need to audition this year. And I can't remember how many people showed up, but I'm very blessed that they chose me to be a part of the cast. So I've been on cast since 2017.
Yeah. So cool, man.
My first year there, it was it Romeo and Juliet? Or was it The Tempest? I can't remember. It's all a blur. I need to keep a journal, or you know what I mean, like a captain's log of all the stuff going on.
Dude,
but
I think you would be on like journal number 4.
Something like that. I don't know. A blog.
Least.
What do you call a sailing blog? What's that called?
Sailing blog.
A slog, because it's like a
vlog.
A vlog is a video.
That's video,
blog.
yeah.
Blog,
sailing blog.
But so
Prenumptuous YouTuber.
Oh yeah, right.
You could be that. I've had a few of them on here, but they're actually kind of cool.
I saw that the sailing families, right? Or you
Sailing
get couples that do now. Do they live aboard in full-time cruise?
Yeah,
or?
pretty much. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They do that. They kind of go in and out. A lot of them are building new boats right now. But it's they're full time.
Wow.
That's all they know. Even being in this room for that much, like I gotta get back on the water. I'm like, cool.
Right.
But
my first boat I got was up in Rock Hall, and I sailed it, I was sailing it down through the bridge, or under the Bay Bridge, and I was coming down. Isn't there some kind of scientific? No, that's VIMS. There's some kind of not testing lab. There's something. It's like a big hill of concrete, and then a bunch of buildings that are right there under the Bay Bridge as you're coming south. Do you know what I'm talking about?
on the Bay Bridge. like the Chesapeake Bay
If you're
Bridge.
coming south, down under the Bay Bridge, there's like this giant concrete, domed, sloped down to the water with the rocks, the breakers. And then there's like a big building. There's a bunch of buildings, but it's some kind of Marine Institute or somebody's going to know.
Yeah. Right now they're just slamming their keyboard with the comments. All three comments.
All three comments.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm not trying to be funny. I looked up the Instagram because I'm trying to get followers and stuff. I don't even know how to buy them or whatever to try to boost up.
You got to do it organically.
That's what I mean. I think I just
you know, I've had people tell me like, dude, you could have 50,000 followers if you did XYZ with these I'm like, look, if it finds people organically and they really enjoy it, hit the follow.
Right.
That's it. And because if as long as I enjoy what I'm doing and some people like to hear, you know, other people's stories,
sure,
that's all I get out of it.
Okay. That's good. And keep it that way. You don't want to start.
And also, man, I've seen people get real famous and they kind of, you know, they're a little bit different afterwards. And, you hang out with some. Well, you hang out with some people that are famous, and they're like, "Oh, can I get an autograph?" Or, "Hey, can I get a picture?" I'm like, I don't know if I want that, you know. And I've even just being in the sailing industry, I've had some folks come up like, "Oh, hey, can I grab a picture?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, this is a little weird, but you know, they're nice, you know. But
sure,
you could be like
the Bacon family.
Yeah, not just other stuff, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is that? So what's the bacon? Is that like Francis Bacon? How far back do the Bacons go?
I know the lineage. If Steve was here, he would know a lot more. But so Dixie, or Doug Bacon, that's pretty much where I know as far as it goes. I mean, just off the top of my head, I've seen the other stuff, but she was a Lippincott. She married Doug, became a Bacon. And
are you guys Bacons?
Reeves? So we are same bloodline, essentially, but the name, because Anne Reeves, my grandmother, that was her aunt.
Gotcha.
And for the longest time, they thought they were sisters. So that was a whole nother situation. But yeah, so that way, and Doug and Dixie didn't have kids. So the closest thing that she had to kids was my father, Steve, and his brother, Robert, my Uncle Robert. And back in the 70s, I would say, 60s, 70s, they would come up here to Maryland and hang out in the summertime. And the midshipmen used to take them sailing. And EYC,
yeah,
you know how they expanded like their parking lot a few years back, like 7 years ago, whatever.
Yeah, moved it.
That house right there used to be hers, and so they knocked that down that house, and they expanded the parking lot where a lot of those boats kind of sit right now. So they used to go sailing literally right off of that point right there back in 70s. And then in the late 80s, he came up here to work with her, sort of, partner a little bit. And then when she passed in 2008, Steve Soley took over. But, so as far as I've always wondered if, like, Kevin Bacon was related to me. I reached out to him on Instagram and
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And he's the Bacon brothers. They'll like play at Ram's Head.
They were here at Ram's Head. I was not on shift, but he came into 49 West right next door. I used to be a waiter there. So he came in and he was wearing aviators.
Apparently he's a really nice, cool guy.
Yeah, no, well, and so came in and I'm like, the aviators aren't.
Yeah,
because he was wearing them inside. It was sunny.
I've seen Wild Thing a little too many times, man. I know that head.
We know, but we know like the profile. He's very distinct. He's tall too. I don't know, what is he, 6'4"? I mean, he's tall.
He's something like that.
He's tall, and he asked for avocado toast. We don't care.
Yeah, that's that California thing. Well, that's that L.A. bougie.
Well, we didn't have it, so he was a little disappointed. And then I forget what he ordered, a coffee drink or something, because they were playing that night at Ram's Head. So then he kind of left, and then the owner, Sarah, showed up, and she's like, "Wait, what happened?" And Kevin Bacon was here. Well, how'd it go? Well, he wanted avocado toast. She's like, well, yeah, and he's like, well, we didn't have any avocado. No, and so I think that's when they started putting avocado. The menu changes.
The best avocado toast in Annapolis
is because of Kevin Bacon asking for it, and they didn't have it.
Has he been back since?
So I don't know. I think they've come back and played twice.
Okay, cool.
Because this was like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, because they're on a circuit too, they perform. But yeah, have you heard their music? They're really good.
No, I've never seen them live.
Like
I've heard they're good.
They're really, really good. It's Bruce Willis also had a band.
Really?
I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
The Diehards.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. No, it was oh my word, I don't know the name of it. I don't want to make it up.
The Sixth Element.
No, it was like Bruce and was it the Bruce and the it's something with his name and then his bandmates. I can't remember. But what was I going to say about performing?
The 13 Monkeys.
Yeah, but performing at the Ren Fair, my first year, being at the Globe, so I had this weird. It's not what's that called? Where you look at your hand and you realize that it's like you're in your like you're doing it or you're commanding.
Mushrooms.
No, it's like where you're not self-aware, but it's like this like. Yeah. I'm not in the Matrix or like this is
reality.
Or something. So I was on stage. I'm in the middle of my monologue, and I'm on stage. There's 500 people watching me. I'm like, I am saying the same line Shakespeare wrote 500 years ago.
Wow.
In a copy of his stage here in America, playing a character that how many other people have played this character? You know what I mean? So I was like, whoa, I'm getting chills in the middle of my thing, like having this realization while I'm performing on stage.
Isn't that cool?
So I was like, whoa, how neat is this?
That's pretty tight.
Well, and that ties into my character. Myself and a couple other, I think there's only 2 or 3 other actors at the fair that are in the cast or, I guess it is the cast, we've been the same characters since we were hired.
Wow.
So I've been very lucky and fortunate. I have been Sir Francis Bryan since 2017.
And that's a real guy?
So everyone in the court, everyone like the king, the queen, the courtiers, the dukes, Lord Cromwell, the King's Hand, all these other people, they are real. We are real characters. We're playing
real people that have lived.
Human or historical figures.
Okay.
The people in the village, they're still very, very important, but they are based on, the Wooler family. They sell the wool. Or the bakers, they bake the bread. They're based on the jobs.
Now, have you been to other Ren Fesses throughout the country?
You're trying to get me in trouble.
Well, what I'm getting at is I have talked to folks who have, and a lot of them say that the Maryland Renaissance Festival is up there in the tier as one of the best Renaissance festivals that there is. I mean, just the layout, the actual real buildings that are there year-round, whether or not people are in there all the time, but they are legitimate buildings, like second floors and everything, blah, 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 and the size of it.
It's a real living village. That's what's so special.
And the second you walk into the gates, it is straight up to the T, like even if I ran up to you and be like, Glenn, you'd be like, I don't know who you're talking about, sir. I am so-and-so,
Oh, being in character, you mean.
Right. But going to other ones, would you, what is your thought on that as Maryland being like one of the best to go? If you were to go to one, that is the one to go to.
I think the Washington Post did a big, was it the Washington Post? See, being on here, I don't want to misspeak or whatever, but they did a big poll on the internet, or one of the big newspapers did a poll of the East Coast, I think. I'm not sure if it was national, but they did, of the favorite Ren fairs, and people could go online and vote.
Sure.
We were voted number 1 this last season, or this last year. So, but what makes Maryland so special, and it's the Smith family. So the Smith family has been in the family, I think now 3 generations.
Oh, wow.
Of the same
And they put it on.
And they are the ones that organize it, they promote it, they put it on. Everything is through that family. So it's still very family oriented.
Got it.
And what's special about Maryland is the booths. There are other fairs that you'll go to. They are smaller. But you go to them and it's a tent only because it's at a fairgrounds or it's something. So you put up the historical canvas tents, and so each booth that's selling their handmade wares are in a tent, which is fine. You need that space to be filled like that, right? What's special about Maryland is that they are actual real booths, like handmade real structures.
Correct.
And what's really special, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, the upstairs, the second floor, that is where the vendors or the booth owners, they live there during the fair.
I did not know that.
So they live there during their apartments.
I thought it was maybe like if you go to Disney, like all that is like there's nothing behind the window, like it's just fake, or maybe like some boxes for like spare
it's
shirts.
The stock. Yeah,
right.
Right.
But so they're actually up there.
Yes. So the glass blower, he lives above. He comes down.
So when it's closed.
Yeah.
And everybody's out of the thing. Any like parties go on, like, hey, party at the blacksmith's house, man. Yeah.
You would
Let's
think
blow some glass at Johnny's.
You would think that, but that actually doesn't really happen like that.
Sure. They're probably worn out from doing it all day.
The reason being, Monday through Friday, like I was just there today helping. I was over at Fox's Nuts.
Yeah.
And Kelly, we were talking. We were waiting for their shipment of nuts to come in so they could start roasting them.
Sure.
They have to start roasting them. We open
the best
Saturday.
Roasting nuts, man. They're so good.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got 3 days till we open, y'all. So they got to roast them nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that they were delayed. The nuts were supposed to get here yesterday. They didn't. They finally got here today. I was like, hey, I want to help unload all these pallets. They're 50-pound boxes of cashews and walnuts and pecans and stuff. So we have to move them. And I was looking, after the second pallet, I'm like, oh my God, I can't be late for Steve's podcast. and I was like, I asked Susie, I'm like, hey, how many? What is this? A couple 1,000 pounds of nuts? I mean, how much are we moving? She goes, 3,700 pounds of nuts.
That's insane, man.
And
that would like take up this room.
Yeah, well, you would think, yeah, but I mean, they're dense.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
It was crazy. So each box is 50 pounds.
Wow.
So we're like, trying to huff it, but
getting your workout in.
So they're roasting. So they sell all their nuts on the weekends, Monday through Friday. We're all there, roasting the nuts. The glass blower is there throughout the week, making the stock to sell that weekend. So the clothing people, everybody, the shoemaker, the blacksmith. I'm friends with Tommy Carroll, the blacksmith, who just got into Blades USA or Blades of America.
Okay.
He got in the magazine. They did a gorgeous full-page write-up of his swords.
Oh, cool.
To show off his skill and everything. Oh, my word. His stuff is just
top notch.
It's all custom.
Yeah, I've seen
gorgeous.
it.
You've seen the swords?
Yeah, I've walked in there.
My word.
Yeah. If you were actually like in the market for one, you would go there to get one to talk to the guy,
Oh yeah, he did one where it was a wedding sword. So it was a handmade Damascus, handmade by him, bone carved handle. The handle had the husband and wife bone carved, and then the hilt up at the top was the ring where the rings would sit.
Wow.
You would screw them, or they fit in so they wouldn't fall out.
Imagine cheating on your spouse, and it's like and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna get the knife, man. You're getting a big sword, dog." Yeah.
Hey, can I get some water?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, because it's in the living room.
I got ice in here too. If you.
Oh yeah, thank you. I just need something there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, his stuff is amazing, and he does all types of. He's making iron die, like dice. He has iron dice now. And
now, are you going to be doing any juggling while you're there, or are you just sort of?
So I street juggle, and this is what I was kind of with the hierarchy of you have stage jugglers and street jugglers and like street magicians and stuff like that, and then you have stage magicians. So I have not there's you throw a rock at a Ren Fair, you're going to hit a juggler.
Sure.
There are so many jugglers. So to try to separate yourself out and stand above the rest, that's when you start adding fire. Or, I've been saving up for a 6-foot-tall unicycle.
Okay.
So if I can juggle and hula hoop and juggle my knives.
No kidding.
If I'm on a normal height unicycle, what is that? I've been performing out on the street I'm about to do it for you today, where I balance a sword on my head while I'm juggling my knives. And then I'll do it all on one foot. And people are just walking by playing on their phones, or I had one kid who was heckling me. He's like, there's a guy on YouTube that's better than you, or stuff like that. And you're like, but this is live, right in front of your face. You ever seen a juggler before, kid? No, I've never seen. But on America's Got Talent, or this guy does. He does it in the dark.
He got the golden X,
or he can juggle. And so this is what are we talking about? I get excited. Calm down.
You were in
So, no, I
juggle
have
3
not-
bush
so-
lights and throw cores in there, and
That would be kind of cool if you could pop them and drink them while you're juggling them.
that might be a new thing.
But no, you asked if I juggled at the fair. No, the London Broil is the big jugglers that are there. They're a team jugglers. So it's 3 of them, and they do pass juggling and team juggling, and they pass them. Have you seen their show?
Mm-mm.
It is mind-blowing, especially coming from a single juggler,
Yeah.
or, being a solo juggler. You've got 3 guys on the stage. They've got, 12 clubs in the air at any given time, because you're throwing them to me while I'm throwing 2 to the other guy. He's throwing, so they're all, and then they'll walk in between each other and do a figure 8 while they're walking.
That's
and throwing
amazing.
and keeping track of all the spatial awareness of all the clubs. I mean, it's like.
Meanwhile,
it's
somebody's going
mesmerizing.
around the crowd pickpocketing them.
No,
You throw that in there. Hey, is that my watch?
We try to do medieval in Europe and Renaissance style, minus all the cut purses and all the people. Right.
Gotcha.
That's funny. But no, I do not juggle at the fair.
Have you ever seen anybody
I'm
in
the cast.
Renfest like roll up in like a a guest, like a customer walk in there in suit and tie, and like
Not
just
a
at
suit-
all?
I'm glad you brought up suit and tie. There's a cool story with the Secret Service at the fair in suit, but they were in their. I think they were in their business suits.
For what?
But yeah, we don't see. Usually, people come in. You'll get the classic, the cargo shorts, white New Balance sneakers, Hawaiian shirt, the dad with the and the camera.
Sure.
Or the joke I tease people with that because they'll have a big Canon or Nikon camera around their neck. Like, oh, good my lord, careful where you point that cannon. And they're like, oh, yeah, wink, wink, stuff like that. Can I tell you my favorite line? I tell people?
Go ahead.
So it's usually over by the Royal Food Court. So people are eating their turkey legs and stuff, and I'll walk up.
Spinach pie.
The spinach pies are really good.
So good, yeah.
Huntsman's stew. They've got the cones of cookies and I think the red beans and rice and andouille sausage are back this year. They try different things and bring them back, so it'll be a culinary experience if you go to visit. But when they're all eating in the food court, we have to go and entertain them, people, and tell little jokes and walk away, or like tell little stories as we pass through.
Wow.
We call them bits. We have little bits with people. A fun one is people that wear like Ravens jerseys. Oh, you're the Knight of the Raven, the purple and silver knight, and you're the 14th of those knights, and
right.
his last name is Munchausen, or, O'Donnell, or, stuff like that. So we and they're like, what? I'm not
right.
So when I walk by and they're eating turkey legs, I'll be like, good my lord, don't let that turkey leg go to waste. Let it go to my waist. Stuff like that. And so that's a one-liner, and then I say that, the crowd laughs, I leave. So little stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. But some kid eating a lot of candy, or the cotton candy, or something, just a lot of sugary and stuff. And I'll walk up. Remember, children, be true to your teeth, and they won't be false to you. Little stupid dad jokes or popsicle jokes on the back of the. Just little stuff, but it gets people. It's for the theme and get people merry. And
dude, I had a crowd around me when I was getting knighted. I felt pretty cool.
Now so we have
lit too.
We have a royal.
I was like 9 of those Oyster shooters.
You were?
What is that? What's that bar?
Oh shucks.
Oh shucks. That place is tight, man.
Yeah,
I love that place. So what's in that bag?
We have. We want to get to it.
Well, it's up to you, man. You can do whatever.
At the fair, we have 4 main pubs.
Okay.
We have 4 of them, but people don't realize we've got, another 10 beer stalls and places where you can. So we have the Muddy Duck, Crossed Keys. We've got the Knights Pub, Anchor's Inn, Red Lion, Sly Fox. I mean, they're all over the fair.
Yeah.
So if you're in a huge long line at O'Shucks or the Dragon Inn or White Hart or Boar's Head, hey, look around. Like the Muddy Duck is right across from the Boar's Head.
Right.
And then we have the Wine Pavilion. And we've got the little beer and wine tent right behind the White Hart.
Do you like beer or mead more?
So, it depends. If it's really hot out, now we're not supposed to drink while we're on, because we're there to entertain people. But after the fair or something, I might have I like mead, but only when it's colder.
Yes.
It's kind of
it's got to be later in the fall.
It's very rich.
Yeah.
Have you had mead?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's honey. It's kind of syrupy.
Sure.
Thicker. So, but yeah, I like the bee stings.
I've had those.
Where they mix them.
Yep.
And when it gets really, really cold, which we haven't had the last couple of years because it's just been so humid.
Yeah.
At the end of October, that but usually there's it's like in a crock pot with the spices. It's the mulled cinnamon wine. So you take a red wine and then with it in a crock pot and put the cinnamon and cloves and
I'm gonna have to get that this
a little
year.
pepper or something. Yeah. Oh, I don't. That's what I mean. I don't know if they have it at the fair. The
okay.
The heated spiced wine.
Got it.
Yeah. That's for later.
What are those Daredevil's nunchucks right there?
So here, I'll show you. So this is really funny. I found this at Lutheran Mission Thrift. You ever been over there?
Yeah.
I love
it's
that
right down
place.
the road.
I'm friends with the ladies. Anytime I go in, the one
shit.
grandma lady's like, "Hey, it's Juggle Man," and so they give me golf balls.
Oh, okay.
They'll give me golf balls and be like, "Hey, juggle for my granddaughter that's in here. Come here, Cheryl. Watch this funny man do this." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay," boop, and I'll do a couple of tricks, and they're all like clapping and stuff. So it's fun. And then I came in and I found an old antique set of bicycle playing cards, and like, "Hey, you don't know any tricks?" So I did a couple tricks, and you're a juggle man and a magic man.
Oh, wow!
But I found this over there. This case.
What is it?
It is a case for barbecue equipment.
There you
for
go.
Like a spatula and tongs.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. But I saw this, and immediately I was like, ding.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm going to use it for? I tie this to my belt when I work at other Ren fairs. I work at the
Are those your blades in there?
Yes.
Oh,
these
shit.
perfectly fit. Now they stick out the top, but
Right.
these perfectly fit, and I can tie this to my belt. So I wear this on, like I said, scabbard on the side.
Let me see one of those bad boys.
Yeah, so let me...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, let me. They are they're based on machetes. So let me tap it. I don't know if the you picking that up?
Oh, yeah.
So these are real metal.
Let me hold one.
These are be careful. So I was juggling and a kid bumped me while I was juggling and I cut up my hand. I don't know if you can see these scars. That scar on my thumb is from
I got
last
these
summer.
scars.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah, man.
So what's
You
crazy?
could cut up a turkey with this thing.
I have saved up and I got these. These are from Three Fingers Juggling.
Wow.
They are a juggling company that they make these now. These are called their light Buccaneer knives. They're very light. Juggling so much because I street juggle. I'll probably go out at 10 a.m. and I don't leave till 8 or 9 o'clock at night sometimes. So I'm pulling like a 10-hour.
Yeah, you got this just in case you got to deal with the locals.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No, but
you've had to deal with a couple of them of what you were telling me.
Yeah, but these are very light. The reason being is as you juggle these, that handle, I don't know if you heard it, is slamming into your knuckles. You're catching the handle. It's like a baseball handle.
Okay.
And that's so when I'm juggling for hours a day, that I have built up a stamina of juggling all day.
Got it.
Now, that's why I started incorporating the magic and the balloon animals and stuff like that to give myself a break from the bowling balls and all that stuff.
Bowling balls?
I juggle bowling balls now.
Well, wait. How many pound?
So I'm trying.
You're talking to a 236 bowler here, buddy.
Oh, hey, whoa.
Uh-huh.
What am I? 84?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad, right?
That's a couple spares.
I got one strike. I usually get one good strike a game.
Yeah.
And then the rest, half are gutters, half are a couple pins left. It's bad.
Yeah.
But as long as I get one strike, then I'm like, hey, I did my job.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go. Better than most. Better than some.
But what were we talking about? Juggling the knives. I finally replaced
people that don't tip you. You throw these at them.
No. Oh, juggling bowling balls. So I've been here. Let me finish with the knives first.
Yeah,
I finally saved up and got a really nice set of lighter knives. My original knives were, I think, Dubai knives, but they were from the 80s. I found them. There was a famous juggler. I've been talking to my other juggler friends. We're trying to figure out who it was, but there was a juggler in Baltimore that passed away. That was a senior, and the Craigslist ad just said shed full of juggling props, $300. Just come and clear it all out.
Wow.
So I was like, and it was just a picture from of the shed doors, but it was from far away, so you couldn't really tell. So I emailed the lady. I messaged her. She's like, yeah, just show up to this address. You take whatever you want. We're trying to get rid of all of it. So I showed up and I opened the shed, and it's like Indiana Jones or something. You open up, all this stuff is from. I mean, milk crates of clubs, all different types of clubs, American clubs from. That they don't even make anymore. Stuff that they stopped making in the 80s, or my juggling knives might be from the 70s even. But they were rusted, and over the years, the edges had become serrated. So people are always like, these aren't real, they're fake. And I'm like, guys, it's still real metal.
Yeah.
I'm still throwing and flipping them in the air.
Yeah.
Now, granted, these are rounded. They're brand new. Or, I've only had them for a season. These are rounded. But my other ones are serrated because of the dents and dings on them. So I was juggling in Baltimore up on the waterfront by where the Constellation ship is. You know, that big, there's like by the Cheesecake Factory and the aquarium. There's like a big amphitheater in concrete. I was there performing. Well, because of that, there's no backdrop or stage area, so it's just me and my big treasure chest out. Like I'm in a 360. People are walking behind me, or you know what I mean. So I have my little tip jar out. Did I tell you I named my tip jar a human name?
Tippy?
No, it's a good one. No, it's a male name. I named him Philip.
Oh, okay.
Philip the tip jar.
Yeah, fill up the tip. Yeah,
fill him up with cash.
Yeah.
See, so it's
a coin.
Yeah, you're right. No, well, here's the thing. I learned this from my friend Lynx, who's also a street busker. I put down inside my tip jar.
Name like Lynx, you kind of have to do.
I guess I can say this is like insider stuff. I put a washcloth. I put a washcloth in the bottom of my tip jar. Why? Do you know why I do that?
Tell me.
You do that because you don't want people to hear the change hit the bottom of your tip jar.
Okay.
Why? You don't want to promote people tipping you change. Oh, he did this 15-minute show for all these he wants a quarter. He likes 50. He likes those Sacagaweas. Here you go, buddy. Let me root in my purse. Here, honey, here's 4 nickels.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's why I say his name's Philip. Fill up the tip jar with cash.
Yeah. Do you have a thing that's like Venmo and all that?
Well, and I'll tell you about that. So then I tell people,
because you get people like my wife. That's when she's had a couple drinks. She would be like, here's $50.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I've been in a couple of those nights out with her, and I can go, well, your Venmo, not mine.
Hey, you're very generous.
They're so good.
Yeah,
next day, $50 to Joe Schmo. Who's that? Oh.
Well, no, but so I do. So you want, and I mention that I like 10s, 20s, and 50s, and then I jokingly say, if you tip me 100, I'll take you out to dinner. And then I look and I point at Pips hot dog stand. And I said, I'm taking you to Pips. I didn't tell you where we were going, but we're gonna go to big spender. We're gonna get some.
What's the most everyone's ever like tipped you?
I have never gotten a 50.
Okay.
I've never received. Well, I take that back.
20s every now and then.
Well, I got a 50 when I was street juggling in Indianapolis. Someone tipped me a 50.
Gotcha.
And I saw it go in the tip jar, and because you're still performing, or I'm making balloon animals for kids or something. So but I always make it a point, whether it's $1 or it's $50. I always thank people,
right? Sure.
Because I'm not street begging. I am performing.
Sure.
So it's like busking. I am providing a service. If you enjoy it, there's the donation.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different than like panhandling or something. But I said, thank you so much. Hey, I'm saving up for a 6-foot tall unicycle, or hey, that's going to help me get closer to the goal of just living life. Like my SUV needed 4 new tires. I'm not going to tell that to the kids.
Sure,
but I'm still putting a percentage away of all my tips to.
Hey, Timmy, tell your dad that my radio's busted. I'm trying to get a new Alpine.
Right. Well, not that. Yeah. But yeah, right. So, but when after, and here's the other thing: when you're done,
2 beers.
Oh, you're
brought
fine.
3.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm on water. But when you're done,
For me.
Oh, for you. Oh gosh. Well, hey, this is a good time to give you your present. So
what do you got down there?
I hope you like this stuff. It's a case.
Oh shit, Voodoo Ranger.
I got you a whole case of Voodoo Ranger.
Damn, dude.
I was a little upset. I was looking at it. I didn't realize I liked it because the can. My favorite beer from them is the Tropicana. Tropical Seas. It's the skull with the pirate hat on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I hope. Do you mind if they're warm? I don't know.
I don't care.
Some sailors that live on their boats, they drink warm beer because they don't want to waste the.
Well, the Brits drink warm beer.
Is that right?
Yeah. You go across the pond. I got some like actual British sailors that will come into town, and they're like, "Ooh, this is cold." I'm like, and it's just a normal beer from the draft.
Corona
and they're like, no, out there. Well, one, we don't have AC. Like half the places have AC. That's like a new thing that they're just now starting to do in like these nice suburban houses because it doesn't get too hot over there. They have like different ways of cooling, blah 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 blah. But the second thing is the beers are usually room temperature. They're not hot. They're not warm.
Well, sure.
And so you go to a lot of these you know, what do they call
pubs?
those? Yeah, you go to those places and you get it, and but they taste better warm.
Huh.
You know, now
I don't
Guinness,
know what a warm. Yeah, what's a warm Guinness?
I need it to be cold. Yeah, I got it.
Have you tried the Baltimore brewery up there, the Blondes? They have a Guinness Blonde.
Yeah.
Have you tried their stuff?
My buddy went. He was telling me about it the other day.
It's really good. Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole. You got mango. You got tropical. It's like 5 or 6 different kinds of.
Oh, there's a $50 bill.
Oh yeah, $50 bill.
Yeah.
So the guy that tipped me the $50 bill, I took my tip jar. When you're done for the day, I pack up everything and leave.
Sure.
And then you count it later.
You want one?
Never. If you can find me a mango one?
Yeah, sure.
I want to try. Oh, thank you so much. I want to try a mango one. But
I destroyed the handle. That
you're fine. Okay.
What a dummy.
No, you're fine. But when you street perform, you never count your money out in public.
Maybe they might sponsor me now.
There you go.
Brought to you by.
If you never count your money in public.
Yeah. Yep.
Never.
Well, I did.
Always.
I used to do valet. I never counted it in the public.
Put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
When you get home. I've been followed back to my car. They followed me. This last weekend, I was street juggling. I had a guy come up and try to steal my tip jar.
What? A local?
Yeah.
Like, would you
Well, I think they're
him?
taking the bus from Baltimore and coming down.
Yeah.
And then messing around.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he stopped and pretending like he was tying his shoes, leaning over right in front of my tip jar. Like his shoe was touching my tip. And then he was leaning.
I'm a clown. I know all the carny tricks, man.
and that has happened a couple years ago when I was juggling in Chicago. A guy put $1 in my tip jar and took a 20 out.
Oh yeah.
With the 2 fingers, he put $1 in.
They did them half baked when he needed money.
Movie?
The movie.
I've never seen it.
He had like $4 to his name. He has to take this girl out for a date, and he goes. And it's like old man with the little styrofoam cup. He's like, "Oh, here you go, sir." Puts it in like he has like a quarter, and it says minus 25 cents on like this little calculator at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And goes in, he scoops it up, and it says plus 750. You know, he's like, cha-ching.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, that happened to me in real life. So,
of course, dude.
I mean, we can laugh about
Everything's
it now.
happened to you in real life, man. We haven't even talked about your sailing stories.
Oh, we need to we'll move on to that.
Knives have been pulled on you, and people tried screwing you over, and
we got to
whatever happened to that boat from up north that you were pumping out, and the dude starts, the local crackhead started swimming.
Give me 1 second. I gotta keep a straight what's that called? A straight train of thought.
Yeah, right.
So the guy put $1 in and took a 20 out. And I saw him, like I was watching him do it. I'm juggling knives. I've gotten good enough to where like I could look at you or read a book or while I'm juggling them.
You got the peripheral.
So I can keep track of them. But it's dangerous to do that because if you mess up or the wind blows or So I caught them all. I caught all my knives and just slowly pointed to him while he was still bent over with the 20 in his hand. I was like, "Hey, that's a 20. You need to put that back." And so he picked it up and did the whole thing in the sun. "Oh, I was just making sure it was a real one for you."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, it is. Yeah, put it back." And I mean, I've got a crowd there, moms and dads and kids.
Sure.
There's probably 20, 30 people watching my show, and he interrupted it to put $1. Anyway, so he puts the 20 back in. My tip jar is a giant stein, but it's a champagne. It's one of those old timey. They don't make them anymore, but it's a big it's a drinking mug.
Yeah.
With the lid, a big metal one.
Yep.
That you put champagne and ice in. It's an ice bucket, right? So I used my foot, and the reason why I have a lid is because I learned from getting my tips stolen before. So he put the 20 back, and I used my foot to clunk. I shut the lid on him, and he's like, "Oh, hey, man, I want my $1 back." I was like, "Oh, well, you made a really nice donation. Thank you so much for giving me a tip. Thank you." "Yeah, but I want my $1 back." I was like, No. You gave me a tip. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Or you know what I mean? Trying to wink, wink.
Yeah.
Is this worth you? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he walked off. But I had, was it 2 summers ago? I had a gentleman that's under the Row Bridge going out towards Grawls. He pulled a knife on me while I was street juggling because I was in his spot. It was like a turf war thing. He pulled a knife on me, screaming, "I will kill you," threatened me.
Oof.
And for all the families are grabbing their kids and leaving, running off. So, then the police did show up, and then I had to file a police report, and it's a peace order. It's not a restraining order.
Sure.
If your lovers or siblings or your kid, whatever. If you're related, that's a restraining order,
Right.
and that is free for the victim to file.
Mm.
If you're strangers, it's a peace order, and like a restraining order, I think in Maryland's a year, and a peace order is only 6 months.
Oh wow.
And because we're strangers, I had to pay for the filing of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Wait, what?" So it took 5 or 6 weeks of going into court every week, once a week, to
Just
try
for the last 6 months.
Well, yes, because they couldn't find him to serve him and summon him to court. So, but I still had to be there. So I was in my suit and tie, and I'm there trying to get all this resolved. And finally,
What the cops say?
Well,
I'm sure they showed up at one point.
Well, the police, yeah. Well, and you can hear me. I'm not going to play it, but I have it on. The only thing that saved me is because I'm standing there and I'm like, what am I going to do? I have knives and swords and, I've got real stuff on me. He's got this pocket knife, and he's in the video. He's pointing and walking towards me, pointing and waving the gun, pointing and waving the knife, threatening me as he's walking towards me, pointing and yelling, "I'm going to kill you with it." So I'm standing there, and the back of my mind is just reeling, and so I had enough sense to pull out my phone and hit record.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was recording it.
Right.
So I'm playing it. I've got it in record. I'm like, "Hey, man, leave me alone. Can someone please call 911?"
Mm-hmm. This is not part of the show.
This isn't a plant. He's not a stooge. Yeah, this is not. So somebody eventually did call 911, and the police did show up, and they said, "Hey, do you want to press charges?" I said, "Yes." This guy's been weird with me since St. Patrick's Day. This was like May, right after Cinco de Mayo. So he kept coming around and being weird on me. And so I went finally with the judge and everything. The first judge, because I saw like 4 judges in this whole period. It wasn't always the same judge. So the first judge said, "Are you sure that you really want to press charges? This gentleman is 71 years old."
Yeah. Well, guess what? A knife's a knife.
That's what I
don't
said.
care.
I said, "Your Honor," or he goes, "Are you really feeling threatened for your life?" And I said, "Yes, Your Honor."
That's when you go, "Your Honor,
Yeah.
what if I took this and I started coming after you? Would you feel threatened?"
You can't say that.
Now, you might end up in jail, but
I did not say, let the record show I did not say that to the judge. So then the next judge I had to go to the next week, I had to explain this whole story again while they were trying to find him, and they couldn't find him.
Right.
So finally, he did finally show up in court, but his excuse, or what do you call that? I forget. I watch Law and Order. I forget what it's called. Not rebuttal. I forget what it's called. But when he had his time to talk, he said that he was protected on the First Amendment rights of freedom of speech to threaten me and all that kind of stuff. And then the judge reminded him, "You do have freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequence. You threatened to kill this young man. You can't just say that."
Right.
And then and so and then the judge said, and this whole time I have the video, but I haven't been allowed to present it. So I said, "Your Honor, can I what do you have to say?" I said, "Nothing. I wish this guy well. Just leave me alone. Here it is of him threatening." So I gave it to the bailiff. They played it for the whole court. And she's like, "All right, I'm granting you the motion or the peace order. We're doing it right now.
Right.
If you come with Mr. What's his name? If you come within 100 yards of Mr. Pear, you can be arrested on site. You can't do all this stuff." So that was 2 summers ago. When I started juggling down here this summer, I'm carrying my treasure chest and all my pirate stuff. I show up. He's laying on the concrete slab by Alex Haley with a wine bottle in a paper bag, laying there. And I'm setting up on my little bench to juggle. And he kind of groggily looks at me. And I was like, "Uh-oh," and then gets up and gets on his bike and rides off. Now, it's been 6 months. It's expired. I'm not going to tell him that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So...
Yeah.
And I asked the judge, I'm like, how do I recoup, the cost of the filing and the lost wages for all the people running away? And they go, "This is a criminal. You'd have to civilly go after it." And I'm like,
yeah.
And she's
it
like,
ain't worth it.
She's like, "I wouldn't. You could make it in the record, but then you're never going to see that money. And it's going to cost me more to file for that." So I was like,
dude, living under the bridge, you ain't going to get that money, bro.
It was sad. Back to suits and ties, because I had to wear a suit and tie. Suit and ties at the Ren Fair.
You own a suit and tie?
I do, yeah. I found one at Lutheran Mission Thrift that fits. It's a really nice wool blazer. I have that blue wool blazer. I have I don't think the pants match. I have black dress slacks, a nice tie. Anyways, the suit and ties at the Maryland Ren Fair. So I don't think I'll get in trouble for saying this because it's been decades. So the booth owners, I wasn't there. So I'm hearing this story from the booth owners. One of the booth owners goes, because I was like, who's the most famous person to ever visit the fair? You know, because Adam Savage that did the Mythbusters show, he'll like go to the Comic Cons dressed up as the Stay Puft guy, or like he'll go incognito.
Right.
Johnny Depp will show up at Disney at the Pirates of the Caribbean
yeah,
ride,
I saw that. Yeah.
And they'll take out his animatronic and then let him like stand there, and it's
Right.
really Johnny Depp as
Right.
Captain Jack sitting there. You know
That's
what I'm
cool.
talking about?
Yeah.
So
I've seen it. I've seen that. Yeah.
So he'll do that if he's bored, you know, as a special occasion or stuff like that. So I was like, who's the most? Has anybody snuck in? You know, did Robin Williams show up dressed as, you know, one of the Ewoks or something?
Yeah.
Right?
Patch Adams.
So, right, or something
right.
like that, dressed up. And he goes, actually, we had to be here an hour before we opened, to like be ready to go an hour before we opened,
Sure.
like to be
Sure.
to be because usually people are still getting
Well, yeah, get in the
roasted nuts
mood.
going or
Yeah,
whatever.
get
No,
in the mindset.
But like we have to be ready and open an hour before everyone else can come in. And they were like, okay, why? And they wouldn't explain really why. So as the fair, right as the time's coming to be open, these gentlemen in suits and ties with their earpieces on and Ray-Bans are walking around huddling.
Oh, Secret Service.
Like 15 or 20 feet, or not that far away. But there was like a ring of them walking.
Yeah.
And then this young woman with some of her friends were walking, and they were kind of just watching her and making sure everything was cool and all that stuff. Or they would go into a booth and check everything out before she was allowed to come in and all this stuff. It was Chelsea Clinton.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Chelsea Clinton, her friends were like, what do you want to do this weekend? Or, you know, does the president have this is a good question for you. Does the president have a sailing boat or some kind of yacht or anything on the water in D.C. or in the Potomac?
Not that I know of.
I know the Kennedys did.
Yeah,
But that was his
Kennedys.
family's boat out there, right, in Nantucket and stuff.
What's his the guy during World War II? That guy, he had one.
Eisenhower, Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt had a boat,
Yeah.
a sailboat. Okay.
Obviously the Kennedys. Well, I was on their boat. They had it down at the Hall of Fame, which is right down from where you perform.
Is that the what kind of boat was that?
Big old sailboat, like
Was
a
it a
long
schooner?
sailboat.
Was it
like a.
It's one of the
may have been
racing
a-
ones,
Yeah, it
right?
may have been like a ketch or a schooner or something like that. I forget, but I was on it, and it was pretty cool. Be like,
was that like a 45-footer or what?
I forget.
The
how long
pictures
it
make it
was.
look huge. You
Yeah,
know, the pictures.
I forget what it was. This is probably 15, 20 years ago.
Wow.
You know, they had it there at the Sailing Hall of Fame. Now it's moved up in New Hampshire.
The Hall of Fame, sailboat Hall of Fame.
Yeah, what's the not New Hampshire, Newport. I think
Rhode Island.
Yeah, they moved
Okay.
it up there.
Oh wow.
A few years back. And so all those boats, they still might show through every now and then, but not like they used to.
That's super cool that you got to go on, or that they've kept the boat alive or kept it going
Yeah.
to keep it with all that. Because I'm sure, is it a wooden hold?
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, royalty, man.
Hey, you call them up. Maybe they need sales. See what
Maybe.
I mean? Or see, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, did you ever get to visit Le Hermian or I forget her name, the French frigate, the giant brigantine? Do you know what I'm talking about? Her name's Le Hermian. It's like La and then Hermian or Hermione.
Yeah, you saw the Spanish one though, the Mexican one where they hit the Brooklyn Bridge. Did you see that? That shit was crazy.
Well,
it was sad.
Well,
People died on
I'm
it.
friends with Tanith Cordry. Tanith Cordry is on the Pride of Baltimore too. On her, she works tall ships.
Yeah.
So she's up in the rigging and doing all that stuff. So I can't remember if she knew them but what was it, 8 of the sailors died and all that. Because if you watch the video game, they are in the rigging, falling and
like 80 feet up. Yeah, it sucks, man.
It was a tragedy.
The messed up part is the music was going. I was like, cut the music.
And I can't. Do you remember what the official? Because it's been, what was that, 2 months ago?
My best guess is
they say.
My best guess. I never saw the follow up on it, but my best guess is that the controls got messed up. You know, the boat was out of control because to drive a boat like that, the captain, skipper, whoever, they got to know what they're doing. And that boat was just going the wrong direction, and it happens. You see super yachts, the boats go the wrong direction, and no matter what, and you see all the deckhands trying to throw out those huge fenders, and the boat's going this way, and they can't do anything about it. And it happens. Mistakes happen, unfortunately.
There was a tug at the bow, though, on that one, wasn't there?
I don't know.
Or something. And so was it the ship lost power, or the engine stalled on the actual something? It was.
Well, you saw the Key Bridge. There was an explosion there this morning.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but yes.
Yeah,
so
again.
What is going on at the Key Bridge?
Well, it was another boat, and what's crazy is it's like right where the Key Bridge was. I don't know the actual angle of it, but it looked like it was like right underneath of it or very close. So if the bridge was there, people would have had a hell of a sight if they were going over top of it. But yeah, we go out right there every weekend. We were there Sunday, and so it literally happened the next day.
It was a coal barge, wasn't it?
Yeah, it ignited. Sent off a big.
What was it?
My mother-in-law felt it, and then my dogs apparently were doing this.
But what? Was it a gas? Not a gas leak or something with the humidity?
Beats me. I haven't really read the report of it yet.
See, well, it's so fresh. It just happened.
Yep.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna bring up anything sad or whatever, but I just wanted to know because it was a blip in the newspaper and then it disappeared. It was the sailing captain out of Baltimore that was sailing. He was going to do a circumnavigation, I think, and he went through Panama, and he had just come out into the Pacific, and his boat and him disappeared, and he had satellite phoned his wife like the day before, and she's a local, and and they found the boat because they were trying to get the Coast Guard, or is it Uruguay or Colombia or some another country to go out and look for him, and they found his boat. He was in a 40-footer, I think, or something. Yeah. They found his boat. It was capsized, and he was nowhere around. Oh, no. And so in the news, there was a little blip of local Baltimore sailor, well-known sailor. He'd been sailing for 20 he knew what he was doing. He was an avid sailor.
How old was he, do you know?
I want to say he was in his 50s.
That's young.
So, do you remember about this?
No.
See, and I've been trying to look up a update on it or anything, and I can't find anything on it, so I thought I'd ask you guys. I don't know.
Well, it happens. It's we deal with trying to prevent it all the time. We sell all the stuff, and we tell people what to do, and Mother Nature, she has no pity, no mercy. There is no.
It's unforgiving.
There is no bargaining. There is no, and a lot of folks don't understand that until they deal with it. And fortunately, I've came out on the good side the times that I have, but there's times you're out on the water, whether if it's even in the bay, even in the bay, at the deepest parts where you're, you can barely see the land on each side. You're going to be okay because you can radio in, but even sometimes those rollers hit you and you feel that boat's going to do this, X, Y, Z. But you head offshore 100 miles, it's like being in a hole, and 100 miles is nothing. 100 miles is you're nearby shore. You head out,
You've done the Bermuda race, haven't you?
We've done it. We've 2 times I was supposed to do it, but I've never done it.
Oh, okay.
But we've outfitted it. We sponsored it one year. But there's just some stories that I've just heard and personally stuff that I've done. Just going offshore. When shit hits the fan, you just try your best to lock in and result to what you know and your skills and pray for the best, right. And sometimes it works in your favor. Sometimes, like I said, there is no bargaining. There is no, I'll do this if these waves stop. No, those waves are going to keep pounding. That wind's still going to keep blowing. I just need something to help me get this main down or this ship. No, it's up to you, man. So that's it. It's a wild thing.
My sister just sent me for my birthday. I'm like, thanks a lot, but she sent me. It's a book on the I forget who wrote it. I'm so horrible. I should have written all this stuff down on a clipboard so but it's a book about the Fastnet disaster. Was it 79, 78?
Yeah.
The sailboat, the Volvo Ocean Race disaster of what happened and how, and the storm like a freak storm showed up out of nowhere, and the boats that were lost.
There's a really good documentary on YouTube I was watching one time. Someone put it together. It was like within the last few years I was watching it just downstairs. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to pause this and watch this later at night on the big screen. There's you ever watch I think it's Fascinating Horror. That might be it. Fascinating Horror, Fascinating bad shit that happens, or I forget the name of it. But
there's this YouTube.
It's a YouTube channel, and it is famous to semi-famous incidences that have happened in the past, and it's just sort of a mellow tone guy explaining what happened, what led up to it, what happened, with the aftermath. Clip footage, photographs, or whatever. I think it's Fascinating Horror. I might be butchering it. I hope I'm not. But it's one of those things that when I click on YouTube and like I have lunch, I know it's going to be a 45-minute lunch break, which is a rarity. Usually it's like 5 minutes in my face.
Yeah, you're a busy man.
Yeah, but if I click on it and it's good, I'm like, okay, guys, doors closed. I got to watch at least a half an hour of this. And I'm just like, there was this one time, there's a story. It was Italy or something like that. I forget the location of it, but it was like back in the 70s, and there was this truck that had some weird gas that it was carrying, and apparently it had a leak in it. And this is at like a state park or something like that with like hundreds of people, and they're all some people are in the water, some people they're cooking, they're grilling, they're having a good time. It's just a good time, the family day park, blah 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 blah. And there's this truck that's cruising down, and apparently it had like this hydrogen gas. I forget the name of it, but it was leaking, and it was leaving this vapor trail throughout this whole area. And it was apparently leaking so much, something triggered it. And within, it was like a quarter mile or within a few hundred yards of the whole area, everything vaporized. Not burn up, and you saw it straight vaporized, and there's nothing left. And then you got to areas where it was just a fireball, and those people were all effed up, just all tore up.
When was this?
It had been in the 70s. 70s,
Good
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, look it up. I was watching it one time. My jaw was dropped just watching it. It's just like, it's one of those things. It's just like life goes on, right. and then, the 80s and the 90s, you just don't hear about it. And this guy, he goes into these, he digs into them and brings it back up. And you're like, oh, this is why there's OSHA. This is why there's safety stuff. This is why there's XYZ, because, I guess you live and you learn.
Well, this is like Lincoln and the whole thing with why they did Secret Service. Secret Service was started for, currency fraud?
Yeah.
Like people making fake money.
Right.
I don't know if you know that story. What was it, 1910 or something? But they broke into Lincoln's crypt and tried to steal his body.
Ugh.
They tried to steal Lincoln's body.
Yikes.
Out of his tomb. It was a big statue. Like it was a big marble column.
Sure.
It was Lincoln's tomb. Like it was a big thing. Well, there was a door on the side that you could peek in with the wrought iron and the bronze, and you could look in and see. So they bolt cutters or crowbars, and they had the horse-drawn buggy waiting. And some guy that was a cop spinning his nightstick that's supposed to do the rounds, he's whistling, walking around.
Wow.
And he's the one that was like, hey, what are you guys doing over there with shovels and hey, cut it out. So they shot at him or something. But but Lincoln's body is like already in halfway on the cart and half off the horse cart.
Oh my
There's a whole story. So I can't remember if he got shot, but the police officer, he's blowing his whistle. More people showed up, and it was crazy. But that's why that all got started.
Are you still doing plays? Are you still? Last time I saw you that place, it was in the round.
Oh, that was the Colonial Players. Yeah, love Colonial Players.
That was hey, what was your name?
That's right. I think my name was Stevie. Yeah, I played Stevie, and that was Good People. The play was Good People.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
had a what do they call that? Not a catch, a twist. Had a twist at the end.
Yeah, right.
Where the doctor or whoever, he ended up being the baby daddy.
Oh, yeah, he was the baby daddy.
Right.
But it was me. I was the one that gave her the winnings. I won like $20,000 at bingo that night.
Yeah.
Because their house was going to get foreclosed or something.
Right.
And because I had been hard on her because I was the assistant manager of the dollar store.
Yeah. Well, it kind of suits,
Yeah, right. So she's like, wait, you did? It wasn't you. Or there, I don't know who would have, gifted me the money or where they would have come up from it. And I was like, well, I won a lot last month or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, it wasn't, it was you? And I was
I'm
like,
trying to take you out to dinner, baby. Get the hint.
No, not
wink,
like
wink.
that. No. Yeah, right. But yeah, that was Colonial Players. Love Colonial Players. There's a bunch of other great theaters around here local.
Do you do anything like that right now?
I'm not sure. I know their summers their season is in the summer.
Gotcha.
So right downtown, I believe the summer outdoor theater, they perform outdoors, is right next to where the Tivana used to be, next to Manja's. Speaking of which, is Manja's open? What
I have
is
no
going
effing
on
clue.
with Manja's?
That look, man, from 2009, 10 to 2014 on a Saturday night. That's where you found me at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, you were yelling with the big slice of pizza?
2 slices of cheese to go. And then I rolled out. My sister worked there for a little bit. Dude, that was the place.
Right.
That was the place to do it. I don't know what they're doing now.
I don't know what happened. Well, they did something with the concrete and the hoses or the plumbing.
Yeah.
They had ripped up all that
Pips
sidewalk.
was shut down for the longest time.
What?
Yeah.
When?
Like a couple years ago. Like during the boat show, you would expect, okay, you have 1,000 people coming into the boat show right here, and you'd look at the door at 9:30 and they're closed. I'm like, bruh, you're losing. And now they're back open. There was something.
Okay,
now you're also, COVID and all that. A lot of people shut down. A lot of people didn't know, if they want to keep still doing whatever. Right. Even the theater right there next to Manja's.
That's what I'm talking about.
They were closed
That's
for
the summer theater. Yeah.
Yeah, they were closed during COVID for a while or whatever, and they even kind of prolonged it a little bit. But it's what happens.
Yeah. I wish they could have figured out, because I don't know if you know this, being in theater and stuff, a lot of the theaters, smaller ones, they went bankrupt and foreclosed. They're gone permanently.
Wow.
Because they couldn't bring, and I'm like, there's got it with
theaters,
all this.
restaurants, small
everything,
pubs, people that were operating such low margins already.
I couldn't street juggle.
Yeah.
You can't be outside. I couldn't make balloons, or I couldn't do my card tricks where I'd have to, because I'm letting you touch them. So I had to come up with a whole okay, how do I perform this trick that's still, I can do it from 10 feet away. You can still see it, and you can still. You
had the Febreze, so you could spray the $20 bill down.
Oh, yeah, right. The $50 bill. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes later. So the $50 bill I got, that was the biggest bill I'd ever gotten.
Yeah.
I'm counting it all out, and I get the $50 bill, and I'm like, uh-oh, this looks, I should have brought it with me. I don't have it. But
okay.
I keep it I have it with me somewhere. I don't know where it is. But I opened it up, and it doesn't feel right. And then when I turn it around, it's a Mormon, it's like a gospel track thing, but for the Mormon church. Or it's like a come to this church thing. It's like it's an advertisement.
Got it.
It's not real money. But the front looks just like a 50.
They got you.
But it's papery, and you flip it over, and it's like, hey, this is like a business card thing.
Right.
And so I'm like, foiled again.
Yeah, the swindler got swindled.
They got me. Yeah. Hey, I'm not a swindler.
What do you got to juggle here?
So what do you want to see? You want to see some magic? You want some juggling?
Let's do.
How are we doing on time? You got to get going.
Well, I do have a fantasy draft.
Yeah, can't miss that. That's important.
So let's say we got another 15 minutes here.
15
so
minutes.
6:35.
All right, let's breeze through these. You want some knives first? Or?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm gonna crack another beer and sit back and relax and watch the show.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll talk because you'll have to take off the headphones, I'm sure. And,
sure.
And all that, and you just do what you want to do.
These. I wanted to start a podcast or a little thing on YouTube where once a day or a couple times a week, I just do sailing news.
Yeah.
What the sailing weather,
sure.
what ICR rating cups coming up, or Jabins is practicing with the Olympic team on Wednesdays, or like stuff like that. Just the local thing, or even national, but sailing geared news. Hey, the powerboat show's coming up. Make sure you get your tickets. Here's the links, or just something that's still nobody's doing that on YouTube. You know what I mean?
My buddy. I swear, whenever I get on this podcast, I forget everyone's names.
I need a clipboard. I'm telling you.
His name's written up there.
No.
Hold on. He's probably watching this right now, like, you idiot. Like, sometimes I don't even. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, do your whole spiel. Like, how can people find you on
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is here, let me pull it up. So I'm g.w.pear. So GW Pear on Instagram. And look at that. I made a little post about me passing 300. I'm at 305 followers.
Wow.
Look out. I'm
Jeffrey Wettig.
Oh, is that what it is?
The
Jeffrey
Escape
Wettig?
Pods. And I got to give him a
Okay.
shout out because he's probably one of the OG sailing podcasters. And he does it simple. He just does it like on a little recorder. So he'll go during the boat show, just do a quick, he'll record you just talking about whatever. He
Sure.
does some stuff like that. A little bit of sailing news here and there, but just kind of like sailing, travels and all that stuff. Real cool guy. Hopefully I get to see him Saturday the 6th, I want to say. Let me look it up real quick. Saturday the 6th, I believe it is. It's the Boaters Boat Show, Lighthouse Point Marina at the New Pussers.
Oh, wow.
New Pussers Landing.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to try to be there Saturday. But it's like the Boaters Boat Show. It's not like the new, oh, look at this boat. It's like, you're the boater. What boat do you want to see? Or here, someone who's an actual boater, here's their boat, what they've done to it. They've cruised here, why they did this, why did that. It's like the Boaters Boat Show. So
that's what
hopefully
they
I
call it.
see him
Cool.
that weekend. I'll be up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna plug my Facebook. I'm also on Facebook. I'm GW Pear, and it's a picture of me juggling at Eagle Alley, and then I'm standing down in Yorktown, Virginia, the Kaimar Nickel. Do you know the Dutch ship, the Kaimar Nickel?
Yeah.
The Dutch ship, the Kaimar Nickel, was just there, and so I'm standing in front of it in my costume, and I was like,
Savvy guy.
Yeah, I gotta get a picture of this. I was juggling down there, but I didn't. They weren't doing the tours yet, or I was there too early, or something, so I didn't get to go on it. I did get to go. Were you on the Draken when the Draken was here?
No.
It is a Swedish Viking longship that they built for Harold Fallenhair, or the Fared Hair. Harold the Fair Hair. It's not based off of, they built it, but amalgamated or used different ideas from like 15 different ships.
Okay.
So that ship in real life didn't really exist. But
Gotcha.
the hull did from this other ship.
Right, okay.
The way the sails are rigged is from an earlier ship, or the way the mast is attached, or you know what I mean? So
Right,
it's kind of
right.
cool. But yeah, it's called the Draken, and they sailed it across the Atlantic. They sailed it here to Annapolis,
Okay.
and they were given tours.
Gotcha.
So I got, and that was the other thing. Not a single power tool. Everything was hand sawed, hand planed.
Built by the Amish.
Yeah, but all of the nails that hold the deck in were those wrought iron square post nails, and they had to ball peen round them out.
How old is the boat?
I don't know. I want to say 2011 or something. They
They
started
should have
on
went
it.
to Home Depot or Harbor Freight and just got like some drills.
Oh my god! No, but it's like the ropes are hand.
What do you got in
braided.
that?
I know. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Trust me. I know who you are.
I know. I get excited.
Can you juggle like all my finances while you're in there?
Yeah. Right. I get that. I get that joke a lot. People are like, how do we juggle time step? Here, let me do my.
Yeah, take those off, and I'll talk to the thousands, possible millions
It's the internet. The internet's forever. So
of listeners. I'll move this here, and you just stand like right in there, because I'm pretty sure the camera's gonna get you.
My 12 great grandkids are gonna sit down.
Yeah.
So this is I do this on.
All right, he's got his Olympics ballet wand.
Did I tell you about this? It is. It's
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
This is Dupliani silk. It's from the girl from Poland. This is her
No
exact
kidding.
ribbon.
Yeah.
I asked my friend.
If you watch the movie Old School and the guy is doing the thing
that's
with
what
it.
gave me the idea. But I saw her. I want to do it, but not in a silly way.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I want to treat it like, because my family's business is Christian karate, so I want to treat it like a samurai sword.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Oh, sweet.
Uh-oh.
You're good, man. Oh, shit.
I'm not used to doing this indoors.
Yeah, you're in enclosed counters right here.
School library. But I had two families. They hired me. The husband and wife hired me to do a ribbon dance.
Take a
show
couple
at their
mushroom
reception
capsules and
wedding.
watch that, huh? I like that. That was like a dragon.
That was behind the back. Whoops.
Sweet, man.
Let me see if I can do dragon tail. This is called the dragon tail.
That was tight.
Hey, what's the beam of this room? You know what I mean?
You got about 12 feet here, pal.
And this is tight quarters, boys.
Yeah.
All right, there's that. Let's do the knives.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Watch my beer for this one. All right.
This is the one that's on the front page of the paper where I'm juggling.
All right, so he's juggling 2 long-ass skewer-looking knives and a yellow ball. Lacrosse ball. Now he's one-handing with the left.
I'm doing 2 in one hand.
Two-handed.
This is really hard. You have really low ceilings.
I know. It's all about the ambiance, GW Pear.
Yeah, right. I'm going to try one of my harder tricks. That's,
oh, sweet.
Here we go.
He's bouncing back and forth. Oh, shit, dog. Congratulations. That was tight. Bravo.
3.
No, he's got 3. He's juggling 3 of these sabers.
I'm going to go outside in. I don't know if I can do it in here.
Oh, I see what you mean by that. I saw what you mean by going outside in.
Outside in.
You brought that right one out.
Right. Here we go. This is the finale.
Frickin' A, what are you, in Aladdin?
Yeah. This is from this is the finale. This is how I end the show. Jeez. I'm not allowed to juggle fire when I'm downtown Minneapolis. No fire. But this is a real sword. I mean, here, put your hand up. You lift weights. Feel the weight of that.
Shit.
I mean, that's real.
Dude, that ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, it's real. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see it.
This is the big finale.
If it gets stuck in the white ceiling tiles, you're good.
It's not that. I think I'll... So I always tell people, I'm like, don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah.
You know, don't go into Grandpa's shed and get his machetes out. You'll end up with ketchup fingers.
Yeah, it's hard to do QWERTY on the keyboard.
Right. So I tell everybody, I'm like, for all the fellas in the audience, this is called the yikes move.
Okay.
And then I go, yikes!
Oh, the yikes move by GW. Okay, he's balancing the big-ass saber on his head while he's about to juggle 3 of these.
I have enough room. All right, here we go.
We'll see.
Up. All right, 1 foot. Did you get it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been getting it.
Oh, okay, good. All right, one foot. All right, I'm going to catch all 3 in one hand. You ready?
Let's do it. All
right, ta-da.
Hey-o! Bada bing! Oh, my goodness.
To juggle another day.
The first juggling out here at the Unfurled with Stevie Reeves podcast.
Yeah, right.
The man himself. All right, tell us about that little thing on your neck real quick. That thing is
this,
dope.
Yeah, thank you. This is,
Don't forget about your,
thank you so much.
Your cool beer here.
So this is very special. This is a carved squid. Octopus.
Yeah.
It's a carved octopus from my friend at the Ren Fair. It's elk bone.
That is so cool.
So
you were telling me about it
carved.
downstairs, and you can even tell by the different shades of the color about what part of the dense bone it was.
The bone. And what's really special is
Joe Rogan, bet you ain't got one of these.
What's really special is the back of it's also carved. So he did a 360, the full, because you wouldn't see that if you wear it. So I was thinking, I'm like, I need an amulet or something that's special if I eventually want to learn how to sword swallow and do some of these other great feats. Johnny Fox famously wore an elephant medallion, a big elephant brooch, or kind of a big elephant necklace. So I'm like, what could I? Because in pictures, it's like your calling card. I try to wear the same outfit so that people would recognize me no matter where I'm at. Or
Gotcha.
This year.
Well, you have to have that trademark.
It's like a uniform.
Mine's 6'10", so I don't need one. They're like, hey, tall asshole.
That.
We know that guy. You
Right?
know.
It's like Jacques the Whipper will be coming to our fair. I think he's got 1 million Instagram
Oh, is
followers.
he the dude with the
whip?
Oh
cracks.
my gosh, that dude's crazy.
And what's really special, I'm going to call out Adam Winrich will also be at the
That's
fair
where I used
this
to buy
year.
my crack from, actually.
No, it's Whip Crack.
Yeah, right.
He does a Whip Crack show. I just worked on his mother-in-law's booth.
Oh, cool.
The lady's daughter is Adam Winrich's wife.
Wow.
So I was like, small. This is why you got to be nice to people.
Yeah.
Everybody knows each other. Everybody,
100%.
So I'm always friendly, nice, or I'm not. Like you said, stay humble, or I could easily be like, I'm on the front paper, man. Come on, check me out, or whatever. Right? But I'm like, hey, you said you like that Jason Ledane trick where he does it. I can perform that. Would you like to see
it real quick?
live?
Yeah. Oh, I got time.
Time?
Look, watch this. Actually,
Do you have time?
yeah, you do that. You know what? You get it set up.
And then we can end with that, and you can.
I'm gonna, yeah. I was just gonna. I'm the commissioner of the What am I doing? NFL fantasy, so I can move it back if I need to.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, give me 1 second.
They're like, "What the hell, man? I'm trying to put the kids down." All right, so he's laying down about a
This is just
2x2
a
square
handkerchief.
handkerchief.
And this is for you can't. It's hard to perform card magic.
Yeah.
You need a velvet surface.
That's
right?
velvet.
You need
Oh yeah,
something
that's nice.
Actually, this might not help because it's sliding around. Let me see if is this better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay. See, I have to use this because when I perform outside, I don't want to destroy my stuff.
Right, for sure.
Oh shoot. Here, give me 1 sec.
What do you got here? He's got his little
There it is. Okay.
little hacky sack bag.
Hacky sack bag. Oh, I didn't share this. I don't know if this will.
Oh, here he goes. He's got 3 lacrosse balls now, and he's going buck wild with it. Ta-da!
No, I can't.
Ta-da! Run into the. No, you know what that is right there? That big.
I was gonna say, is that what I?
That's
think
a
it is?
shell.
I was
That's
gonna
a
say,
shell.
is that a shell?
Yeah.
I don't want to. Don't clap for mediocrity. I don't want to mess up. The carpeting's messing with me, but. I promise. I promise I'm a good juggler.
You're better than me. Shit,
Ta-da.
man.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Close enough. You're right. Close enough. All right, let's do this one.
That's also after 3 drinks in.
Hey, what were we gonna say? So, what's really cool?
I was
is
just
that's-
shamelessly plugging my own stuff.
Oh, good. You gotta get that in there. What's really special about that's called bounce juggling.
Okay.
I can, if I had I wouldn't do it in here, but I can juggle off the ground, off the wall, back to my hand.
How about this?
So yeah.
Our 10th annual spring sale is in April.
April. Okay. Oh, you want to do? We can. I can
Set
come
you up
back
a little.
and-
Set you up a little thing outside. We'll have
Oh,
live.
oh, to perform for the kids.
The
or
famous
people.
GW Pear.
Oh, yeah. in the
Bring your
parking lot?
kids, folks.
Yeah, I can do balloon animals and stuff for that. Sure.
That'd be fun.
We'll work something out, or we could do. I don't know if you want to do a part 2 of the podcast or something.
Oh, of course.
'Cause I can perform my other stuff I'm working on. I've been working on 5 balls for a couple years now.
I'm still working with
Trying
2.
Whoa!
But hey,
The after hours show, the drunks are like coming up and they're like, "Hey, when did you start learning how to juggle?" And
can you make my wife disappear?
and the guy's like, I said, well, I started juggling when I was a little kid. I learned in my mother being the clown. She taught me. And the one guy goes, well, I started juggling balls my freshman year in college. All these, so I get all these ball jokes and all this. You got to go with it. You got to go with it.
Got to, man.
But,
it's part of that late night crowd.
Well, and my other friend said, you might want to bring this up. I performed this trick I'm about to perform for you. I performed it for the drunk people outside of Tsunami. The woman.
Is Tsunami still open?
Oh, Tsunami's still going.
Okay,
It was Sailor Bar. Sailor Bar is owned by the same people.
Yeah.
And I think
But are
there's
they
a
back?
fire.
Are they back open now?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
because
pretty
a lot of
sure.
people like that place.
Oh yeah, it's very unique. It's special, local homegrown stuff. But so I performed this trick, and she's holding the card, and I guess she was so flabbergasted. She's like, "What? There's no way." Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There's
right.
There's magnets or people. What
Sure,
I mean?
sure.
Or there's something going on. Or,
Everybody's a skeptic.
So she puts it in her mouth and rips up and chews up the card.
Nice.
And then spits it back at me on the sidewalk.
51 card
And
pickup.
and goes, all right, Mr. Magic Man. Let's see, since you're so cool, let's see you put that back together, huh? And I'm like, you didn't chew up the 2 or a 3 of spades. You had to chew up the queen of diamonds or a face card.
Yeah.
I'm like, bicycle decks are expensive now. I don't know if you've seen that.
I bet.
I'm like, you're gonna give me the $6-7 for a fresh pack of cards?
Especially with Jason having the whole freaking thing behind him.
Do you know the story with those?
No. Why?
So do you know how he bought them all? He found the company that makes them, They announced that they weren't gonna produce them anymore.
Oh.
They weren't going to produce that style of casino.
Wow.
Really, the whack or the way it's the proper. Feel the quality of that. That's a bicycle playing card.
That's nice.
That is so much better than the stuff at the dollar store where it's like cheap cardboard.
Right.
It messes up. It bends. It crimps.
He's either on a pogo stick or he's pissing a mean string.
Oh, no. Well, they're called bicycle decks because he's on a bicycle.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Shows what I know.
I have a set of aces. Aces, they're biplanes. Like the Red Barons.
Yeah, I know that
Red
one.
Barons
Yep.
on the back. Different clovers have little clovers. Different companies. There's a bunch of aviators. Aviator playing cards they used to hand out in first class on Delta, or so it's got an airplanes.
Right.
It has airplanes on the back. But
right.
So this is one of Jason. Or this is a fun one. So we're gonna perform this one. So this is the face cards. This is the ace. I don't know if the cameras are gonna be able to pick this up.
I think that yours.
I think I'm a little. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I don't know if they can see it. It's okay.
Boom. All right, we're
good.
good.
How you doing?
We're good.
We're gonna try it. Okay. So you see the aces?
Yep.
All right. What comes after the aces?
Kings.
Kings. What comes after the kings?
Queen.
Queens. What's after them? Jacks.
Jack.
And you can tell a whole story about the 4 pirates of the Caribbean and they're being chased by the royalty. You know
Sure.
what I mean? So you can tell a story. You can also speed it up and stuff like that. So I don't want you to miss your meeting. All right. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. So this one. 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2. All right, 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, and that leaves this one. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. Letting go. That's important.
Yep.
Because if you're touching stuff and pinky, I just gave it away. But there's a lot of stuff you can do to manipulate the cards. As long as
you
you're
can hold
holding
something
it in
onto it.
Mechanic's grip. This is called Mechanic's grip.
Right.
Which is a classic way where you start your tricks. You want to hold it like that. Okay. So when you let go of a deck, which Jason does all the time, there's no way to do that, see?
No way to manipulate.
So I want you to tell me when to stop. We're going to mix it up, but you get to control where we cut it.
Now.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to do that. And then if we had somebody else, I go down
they would
the whole
do it.
line.
Right,
We
sure.
do it like 8 or 10. So you just rapid fire. Tell me when.
Right now.
Right there, okay.
And 3, 2, 1 now.
Okay.
Now.
Right there, okay.
1, 2, 3 now.
Okay. Right there,
Yep.
right there.
Yeah, right there.
Right
yeah.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
Right there.
Yep. Got you early.
Okay,
Yeah.
you did.
Trying to throw you off. Right there.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right there.
I lost. I'm not gonna laugh. How many times have we done this?
Dude, at least 8. At least.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they are one. I'm right here. They are so shuffled. They are
Okay.
shuffled.
But and then I would go through the crowd and ask them. I go after we do it with a bunch of people. Like
Right.
there's 10 people. The moms, the dad. I get everybody involved. The moms,
Right.
the dads. And then I ask, okay, now would you like me to cut it? Yes or no? Say yes or. And then I shuffle them, and then we go back. So you can
Sure.
make this last as long as you
Sure.
want or not.
Milking the crowd.
Right. How'd you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to get the crowd, because that's the other thing. So some street performers will not start to perform until they have a crowd. I've learned that you've got to start with 1 or 2 people, and you do something.
And they go,
the coin behind the ear thing or something, and then they're like, oh wow, that was cool, and hey, there's something going on over there. And so I already start my shows and I build up to, so the first couple minutes of my show is the easy behind the ear, the kids stuff, and then 5 minutes in, when I have 20, 30 people, that's when I bust out the knives.
Gotcha.
Or I'll start the show with juggling basketballs, or or something like that, and then I'll do the knives. Then I'll do or the ribbons. The ribbons is a lot of big and fun, and people see it. And then I'll start doing the classic magic. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Do I need the mahogany?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll do
100%.
We'll do the mahogany. You can incorporate a wand, which I do, because it's classic. It's a lot of fun. But you don't need a wand. All right, you ready? Now my sleeves are up, so I don't want you to think, and I don't have my stopwatch.
Oh, I've been watching this whole time. Trust me. I am.
Pay attention.
You guys have the unfurl with Steve Reeves promise right here.
Right,
this is not unedited or any of that.
Right. Here, put your hand on top. Watch. Yep. And did you feel that?
Yeah.
Look at the top card.
Ace, king, queen, jack, ace,
These are all
king,
top card.
queen,
Look at the top
jack,
card.
ace, king, queen, jack. See, this is some BS. See, this is that shit. Did you just sign me up with a little partial of the what the heck?
Did you like that one?
That was
a
pretty
classic?
good. That was real good.
Now, this is 6 months of me practicing in front of a mirror till I got it clean, and it's totally, isn't that gorgeous?
And I know a magician never gives up his tricks.
Yeah. Well, do you know why? Do you know why, though?
Because it's the...
it loses its luster, it takes away the magic, and it's expensive.
It's expensive, and it's all. I'm sure it's like what am I? Bond of the chivalrous.
Yeah, the showman. Well, there's a showmanship of it all.
Yes.
And you don't. Now, if kids come up and they watch my show a lot, or because that's happened before, people, especially some of the teen kids, are on their bicycles. They come out and their parents just let them ride around downtown.
Yeah.
Willy-nilly. So they come up and they see my show a lot. And one of them was like, hey, how did you do this, this, and this? I was like, well, here, let me teach you a beginner one. So I always have one. And you can go on YouTube and look up beginner cards. So I always have one in my back pocket ready to teach them. And then I first perform it for them. And then they're like, oh, wow. And then I was like, do you want to learn how to do that? Oh, yeah, sure. You know.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. So you do have to give back as a musician or a performer. Like I sell my juggle balls. I do Zoom classes. If you want to, I'll privately tutor you on how to juggle.
Wow.
So because it's if the veterans of any craft, I'm sure with sailing or sail, you need to teach the next generation coming
keep
up.
it going.
You can't be completely gate.
But you also have to be a little bit serious about it. You know,
well, yeah,
you can't just go any Joe Schmo.
Right.
You know, you got to be like, hey.
Apprentice. Especially with sword swallowing, I've talked to some sword swallowers, and they refuse to. You need an apprentice to learn that. You have to move your heart out of the way. It's dangerous.
Are you kidding me?
People have died. Yeah. People have died juggling bowling balls.
Yeah.
A 15-pounder, you're juggling them. They miss in the air, hit you in the head.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're heaviest. I carry two when we go. I'm in a league, so when we go in, dude, if I were to drop that on somebody's foot, it would break their foot because it's so dense. It's not like 15 pounds of, pillows.
Right.
It's solid mass resin with a weight inside of it.
For me to get the Guinness World Record, because I'm trying to get a Guinness World Record juggling.
Wow.
Well, I can't, trying to do 9 balls or do a high number of balls for so many minutes. If I had started in 2006 when I was street juggling, if I had just, from then until now, just on balls, I'd probably be at 9 balls.
Wow.
But because I wanted to learn magic and I do rings and knives and I've just kind of spread out what I'm focusing on. You know what I mean? Let me do one last one for you and then let's get out of here. Do you like aces, kings, queens, or jacks?
Aces.
Aces. Okay, let's put the rest of them away. You're going to get the aces. This is the one where the lady actually chewed up my card. We're going to perform that one for you.
All right, so he has 4 aces on this velvet black square.
I'm going to let you
rectangle.
hold them so you can see that they're it's a regular deck of playing cards. They're nothing's double-sided.
Aces of every suit right in my hand. Yep.
All right, you ready? Can you make alligator hands for me?
Gotcha.
Yeah, perfect.
Chomp, chomp.
I used to call it the baby shark hands.
I still call it that. I got a 2-year-old.
When I say that out loud, people start singing the songs. See what I mean? All right, what ace is this?
That is the clubs, right?
They can see that. Yeah, that's the ace of clubs. Put that in. Clamp down.
Clamp.
Now squeeze it real strong.
Yep, it's in my hand. I feel it.
Okay, now who's this?
That is ace of spades.
Ace of spades. I'm going to turn that one over. Okay, you clamp down. Squeeze it.
Clamp.
Okay?
It's in there.
I gave you the black aces. I'm holding the red aces.
Yeah.
Watch this. Let me know if you feel this.
Yep.
And then depending on the guy, if he's a big bodybuilder, I always jokingly ask, is this the longest you've ever held hands with a grown man? Or, and they're like, hey, cut it out. Watch. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Don't tell me.
Did you feel it? Watch. What were your aces again?
Spades, right? And the club. Fuck you.
What are you holding?
Fuck you.
No, what are you holding? You're holding the red aces. Did you feel that? This is from.
How'd you do that shit?
This is from David Blaine's DVD series of You Can Do Magic Too. And here's the thing, it's like $1,500. So this is one that I will never give up on how I perform it because it costs.
Yeah, you signed a deal with that wand. There's a pin in there. I feel like I gotta take a shower right now.
No.
What the hell?
Was that a good one?
Yes.
See? So the woman got so.
Bro, my hair's sticking up right now.
All right. Well, good job. You did it. You got the magic hands. You got magic hands.
Well, I think you do. That freaking
like
octopus is probably made out of a freaking chupacabra bone, and it's not an elk like you told me.
No, it's some pharaoh's thought. It's some kind of
it's Nefertiti.
It's some amulet. It's a cursed amulet. But yeah, did you like that one? So that's what I mean. So this is like a year. You just watched a year of me practicing until like you go to a ballet and you see the woman and she's the best ballerina you've ever seen. You don't see her at 3 years old in the class and all the years and years of juggling or doing stuff. But for me to get
is it because I'm on my fourth beer? Is it?
The magic might be hitting you a little heavy. Or the wonder factor.
Is that what you're playing? I
can do it with any. I do this at nursing homes. I'll go and perform for them. Speaking of nursing homes, they've actually hired me at Menno Haven to go in and juggle. I teach. I have
like
scarves.
Patch Adams.
Well, I have scarves to help the elderly juggle. So I teach juggling. It was at MIT. They released a big thing about how juggling. There are 3 things you can do for cognitive decline in Alzheimer's and dementia: music. Learning music, how to play piano, read the because you're reading music, your brain's doing that. You got to keep the right tempo. Your one hand's doing this, your other hand's doing that. The other one is learn a second language. So, but it's hard to get a senior citizen to conjugate Spanish verbs or, you know what I mean? So that's hard for them. Juggling, on the other hand, as long as they sit in their wheelchair and move some trash bags around or some silk scarves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're still salty about what happened.
I'm trying to figure you out now. I've known you a long time.
But isn't this fun?
Where's my wallet at?
I'm trying to join. I think it's Baltimore. There's a Shuffle Alliance, which is like a group of magicians. It's a club.
If they don't let you in, then they're a-holes. Well, they don't.
But that's the thing.
I don't even want to be around them because they'll steal my crypto.
Not all of them are doing the swindler shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of it's cards and coins. But here, let's do a coin one real quick.
Okay.
Do you know your coins?
Yeah.
So we got Kennedy. We got a dime. Here, I'm gonna take this 50-cent piece. I've got how many? A
dime, a quarter, and what's that? What's the Kennedy?
That's another 50-cent piece.
Yeah, 50 cents.
So I've got 2 coins in my hand. Okay, I'm gonna grab the dime.
Yeah.
I'm putting the dime in my hand. Now, what's 50 cents, a quarter, and a dime? How much is that?
85, right?
Okay, 85 cents plus 50 cents.
$1.35.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's $1.35. Okay. Now look, I'm gonna reach in my hand. I'm gonna pull out the 50 cent. Will you relax? It hasn't happened yet. Look, do you see the 50 cent?
Yeah.
All right. Look, front and back. It's one coin. People are like, oh, it's my look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in my pocket. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Put your hand out flat.
Hands out.
How many coins do I have left in my hand?
3.
Right. Okay. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Where'd they? Now watch. Here's the magic. I'm gonna reach up. Uh-oh, I need my scarf. I don't have my scarf. It's okay. We'll try it. We'll try it anyways. Put your hand out. I have mine. There's nothing left in here. Look, you got the 2 50-cent pieces, the quarter, and the dime. Ta-da!
Glenn.
Did you like that stuff?
What the heck,
I'm
man?
getting really good, right? I mean, I've been practicing. We're trying to. You having fun?
No, I'm fucking.
And people are like, "What's up his watch?" So when I juggle, I don't wear a watch or anything, and my sleeves are rolled all the way up to my biceps. So, and the bad part about juggling, my forearms, whatever these muscles are huge from all the bowling balls.
Yeah.
But my biceps and the rest of me aren't growing. So I'm like, of all the, you know what I mean? It's too much.
This is whack, man.
Did you like that one?
Yeah.
That's a classic. Isn't that fun? So this is stuff that, I mean, this trick right here is 150 years old. The coin stuff. I mean, that's what I'm looking up. I'm looking up these old Houdini, the old stuff, the old classics, Victorian age. People haven't seen this stuff in a really long time,
I watched your hand, though, and the bag was empty, and then all the coins are in there. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's fun. It's like a mental riddle. Do you know what I mean? It's like
well, that's what it does. It gives you a real.
And what's fun is you get to hold. You get to hold the magic. You know what I mean? And especially with the cards, you're left. And that's the other thing. That's what's special and why COVID was a little hard for a lot of entertainers. The more you get to have the spectator perform the magic, or they're in on it, or they get to hold it.
And that's what it's always been for me is, okay, how many of these people, and when I mean this, folks, I'm not anyway, there's been no agreement, no nothing. I am straight up just saw what just happened, and Yeah. I got to get you at my house for a party.
I do birthday parties. I do bar mitzvahs.
Okay.
I do quinceañeras. I do.
Okay.
I do all types of stuff. What's really cool is I was street juggling. This mom goes, "Hey, do you do big groups?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever, it's fine." She goes, "Next month, all the kids in their neighborhood are doing some big birthday, once a year, big birthday bash for all the little 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds in the neighborhood. So it's like a big birthday party for all the kids, right?" And so they hired me to come out, and I performed 45. It was probably an hour show where I didn't realize I've got probably an hour and a half of material between all the juggling tricks and I'll do a juggling trick, card trick, a balloon animal,
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of stuff I can fill. And so I ended up doing the kids were just sitting there like, what? But it was, what? Dad, you must have, because I had the dad help me. I was like, who's the stern,
Yeah.
All right, who do you kids get to pick someone? Mr. Muscleman, Mr. Muscle. He's like, all right, I'll try. This weird magician. And then I do the magic in his hands. He's like, what? Oh my! And so seeing, because everybody knows he's not in on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So having that made the magic.
Well, that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. I feel
hoodwinked. Or
yes,
oh, no.
100%.
Okay, well, good. I guess that's.
And
a
I know exactly where my wallet is. It's downstairs, and if it's not there,
I promise.
If it's not there, I'm gonna have my assistants out there.
Right. Now, if you want to see a show, there's a whole show. His name is Les S. Moore.
Okay.
He's going to be at the Fortune stage at the Ren Fair, the whole run of the fair.
When is that?
We open this weekend and we close the weekend.
When can, all right, and we're going to wrap this up right here. Les is Moore, what day is he going to be there?
So he's going to be there the whole run of the fair.
Yeah.
And, sorry, I'm trying to look up because I want to plug the fair too. But he will be there. His show is at the Fortune stage, and he does an entire con man show about pickpockets and wallets.
Got
and
it.
Taking someone's watch off, and I mean the whole.
And when does the show open up? And I'm going to try to do my best to get this thing. I'm off tomorrow with the kid.
Okay.
So Thursday, I'm going to do my best to get this thing edited and out. Hopefully before when is the fair start?
Yeah, let me open this up. We open the Maryland Ren Fair. The Maryland Renaissance Fair. Here's the tickets. So I'm on the website. So we open the 23rd. So from August 23rd, and we run every weekend until October 19th.
Got it.
So we are 9 weekends, rain or shine, Saturday and Sunday. That Labor Day, we do have Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I believe it's 60. That Labor Day Monday, it's
whatever it is,
it's
worth
Grandparents' Day, but
Yeah.
I think it's 62 or higher or older. You can get in free.
Okay.
You can just walk in.
But
I'm
it's
pretty sure
reasonable.
it's
It's I go there and it's not.
Yeah, tickets right now.
It's not expensive,
No.
folks. It's worth your money when
It's
you go.
$23. It's $23 plus $236 in tax from August 23rd to September 7th. And then after September 7th, because it starts to get warmer,
Sure.
a regular adult ticket goes up to $29.
Yeah. I like to go in the later fall when it's nice and cool and I can wear a
cooler.
nice, cool black dark jacket.
Right.
Everybody thinks I'm the huntsman,
Oh yeah. You in a leather trench coat?
Dude.
Oh my!
Well, that's what I'm
hat?
saying.
The Witcher. You're like a
Well,
Witcher.
if they were doing they're all real characters. I could be like the tall headless horseman drunksman, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk to the king, make it happen.
They have. I think they have a witch hunter, Agrippa the witch
So
hunter.
what day? So you're gonna be there that weekend.
I'm gonna be there.
You're
the
just gonna be
whole-
walking
so-
around.
Well, I'm in the plays with the
Good.
king at the royal welcome and the court shows.
Okay.
The children's knighting ceremony. I'll be there at the jousts.
Gotcha.
We have the noon, 3, and 6 o'clock jousts.
And they're legitimate
So-
joust, folks.
They're real
Like
jousts.
those jousting poles explode and they go flying.
They're real horses. It's a real
Yes,
chariot.
it is
They're
wild.
Real horses, real swords.
Great food, great drinks, great atmosphere. You get to see this guy if you are lucky. He might knight you. I've already been knighted. Wait, does that continue to the next year? Am I good, or do I have to
you're
re it up?
No, you're still a knight. There is
Gang,
no
gang,
reunion.
baby.
Yeah, there's no reunion or renewal. You're
All
a
right.
knight. Once
That's
you're
for
a knight,
life.
you're a knight.
That's
yeah.
for life.
Yeah, you got this.
Well, Glenn,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Steve,
coming
thank
on,
you.
man. I got to have you
Pleasure.
again.
I'm not kidding. Let's do a birthday party
yeah,
for you. So you and your
that's-
kids or something. We'll have.
That's
we'll have a lot of
nutty.
fun.
All right, so here he is. Find him at the Ren Fest. Find him online on Instagram, GW Pear. When's the next time you're going to be downtown juggling?
Well, because Sunday was my last day because once
So
we opened the
springtime?
fair. So I might be coming out every Friday.
Gotcha.
So from probably 10 a.m. until 5 or 6 o'clock at night on Fridays, I'll be out juggling.
Friday night,
So,
folks. Make sure you tip them that 50.
Catch me out in the wild. Hey, here you go. If they do something special, if they mention that they heard or they found me because of the show, I'll do something special for you guys. We'll do something a little surprise.
You guys heard it. He's going to take your money right out of your back pocket, and you won't even know. All right, folks. Here we go. See ya. Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you.
It better not disappear.
Oh, yeah, right. Here you go, man.
Bada bing.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.